Mad Church Disease, a channel that's all about current events, news, and Christian drama. A channel that's dedicated to our forgotten brothers and sisters throughout the ages. Our brothers and sisters who courageously stepped outside the safe bounds of institutional Christianity to tell the truth. A channel whose goal is to help the average person understand that Jesus plus nothing is everything. So like, comment, subscribe, and smash the notifications button to be a part of this channel.
See, watch. You see that my little dancing brother. He come out of there dancing. That was God. He was. You know, white folks usually just kind of they just do anything.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Mad Church Disease podcast. That was our intro from our interview with Mike Williams, and we'll be, of course, talking more about that in the near future. And I'll be playing that commercial. I was supposed to turn that into a commercial, but I haven't turned it into a commercial yet. But hello, everybody. Welcome to the Mad Church Disease podcast. Hello. How are you guys doing? Let's see who's here with me. We got Fresh Strawberry, Uncle Fred, Shanice. Good evening, Shanice. We got Lady. Let me see if I got this Prophetess. I can't read what that says because my thing is blocking it. What does that say? What does it say, Lady Prophetess? Deborah, I believe it is. Deborah Jones. Hello, Deborah. Thank you so very much for joining me on today. Hopefully you guys can see me well, hear me well. I'm hoping that all of that is good and we are good. Shout out to all of you that are coming into the room today. I've got a lot of stuff to cover. We're going to be covering the Larry Reid and Prophet Lovy situation. This is part 2. This is the last part of this, and I'm going to sort of take my time with this on tonight, and we're going to sort of walk through this process. Now it's about 5:07 my time, and so I want to get into that, and I want us to have our time to go over and to talk about it. So let me change my screens here because I want to make sure that we are ready to go. But before I get started on today, for those of you that are coming in, for those of you that are watching me by replay, however you're seeing this particular video, let me, oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to hit the button for my lights above. I always forget to hit these darn lights. Give me one quick second so I can turn on the lights that are above me. Hold on one second, guys. Let me turn on these lights. I don't even know how long these lights is gonna last because I forgot to turn them on. But that should be a little bit better, a little bit brighter. Amen. On that. Now today, like I said, we're going to be talking about the Larry Reid prophet Lovy Elias and Larry Reid Live and prophet Lovy Elias. And we're going to be talking about loyalty, demanding loyalty from preachers, pastors, prophets, etc. And we're going to be talking about that, and we're going to be going into detail. Now, I'm not turning this into a Bible study because this is, of course, not Bible study. I do want to point out a couple of things today before we get started. Shout out to all of you that are watching. Please make sure that you share this on all of your Facebook and all of your social media, your Instagram, etc., etc. Now, if you guys could do me the awesome favor, if you are not if you have not yet subscribed to me on TikTok, I want you guys to go over to TikTok and subscribe to Mad Church Disease on TikTok. I'd like to do some lives, sort of behind the scenes, like when we get off of lives here. I'd like to be able to go live on my Mad Church Disease TikTok channel and give you guys sort of a behind the scenes inside look at what I'm doing, life, etc., etc. In order for me to do that, I think they told me I have to have like 1,000 subscribers over there on TikTok. And so if you do have TikTok, please go over there and subscribe to the Mad Church Disease podcast on TikTok. It's Mad Church Disease as well on TikTok. All right. And we're just sort of getting our preliminary stuff out of the way here. Keisha, thank you so much for joining me today. Hey. Thank you. So if you guys have that, you can most certainly do that. And that would be very beneficial for us as well. I want to talk a couple of minutes here about content creation and just understanding content creation. And I have been on and off of YouTube since 2007. Understand something. I'm not new to this. I'm very true to it. And I joke and say that I had a YouTube channel back in the day. It was successful. I stopped the channel. Didn't even really care about the stuff that was going on. I had a horrible, channel name, etc. I wasn't really looking at YouTube as a business or a way to earn income, etc. So that was never my focus. And it still really isn't my focus. But what I'm noticing is a lot of social media commentators and a lot of people who are on social media are taking my content and they are using it in other places and spaces. I don't really mind if people use my content. I do mind if you're not giving me credit for the content that I've created, because I think, I just out of mutual respect, everybody should be able to respect other content creators. I'm sort of old school like that. It would be like me coming into your house and putting my feet up on your coffee table and pretending like it's not your house when it is your house. If it's your content, if it's stuff that you worked hard for, if you've taken the time to put the clips together and done all that work, I'm going to honor what you do. This week, I have been inundated by people sort of texting me or emailing me or just letting me know other people are stealing my content. And I understand. I understand everybody's out here and they're trying to get the latest and the hottest story. And that's another thing about content creation that I'm not really fond of. Because instead of telling a story that's worth it or telling a story that is valuable, that's really going to help, individuals, I feel like a lot of content creators are just trying to be first to tell a story instead of understanding that, there's purpose behind what I do. There really is. There's purpose behind what I do. And I think sometimes because I'm a jokester and I'm laughing and I'm making all sort of snide comments, I think some people miss the fact that there is purpose behind what I'm doing over here. And, that needs to give, we need to really be able to highlight that and talk about it. Understand something. If you're going to take my content, just simply email me, ask me if you can use the content. As long as you give me a shout out, I don't really too much mind that you take the content and you use the content, because I see people taking my content. It's over on TikTok, it's over on Instagram. I see people with all, and you guys have way more bigger following than I do. And I get it, but just at least give me a shout out in the comment section, shout me out in the video, let people know where you got the content from. It's just important. You should be able to do that out of respect. Now, I'm not going to call any of you out, although I could. I'm going to, I'm just going to just simply say, if you need to use the content, shoot me an email, ask me if you can use the content. That would be very, very beneficial. Now, I'm going to show you guys here in just a minute how you can get access to the comments, so you don't have to worry about your channel being stricken and those types of things. All you need to do is email me at marcellusmcmillan@gmail.com. You can email me, just give me a shout out, let me know that you need to use the content or you want to use the content, and I will send you back a email that will give you confirmation that it is okay for you to use my content. Now, the reason why I'm saying this and I'm doing it the way that I'm doing it, I want you guys to know something. I want you to be successful on your TikTok, on Instagram, YouTube, and all of that. So I'm not doing this because I don't want you to be successful. I do want you to be successful. I just don't want you to keep stealing from me. Because there are a lot of pastors, there are a lot of people, well-known people on social media who are taking my content, and you're not asking me for it. And I would appreciate it if you just sent me a little text and said, hey, I'd like to use this video. Is it okay if I cut out this portion and use this portion? And I would be more than happy to give you guys that, as long as you give me credit. Now, I do tend to put my logo inside of my videos, just so that people will know where it comes from. But it's kind of hard when you're watching people, use your video, and they're using your content with your logo in it, and it say right on the bottom, Church Folk Revolution down at the bottom, and they don't even mention them. Now, just for the sake of you other content creators who use this as your excuse, well, one of my followers sent me the video and then I just used it. Well, then you should have done what I do, and that's go on a quest to find out where that video came from, or if there's somebody out there. It's quite easy to discover that if you see a logo on the video. If you type in Mad Church Disease on YouTube, I'm going to come up. So it's really easy for you guys to get that information. And I just wanted to throw that out there. So that's all I'm asking. You guys have my email. If you want to use the videos and you don't want your channel to be, copy strike, or you're scared of a copyright strike, so you don't have to, stop and play the video and stop and play the video. All you need to do is email me, ask me, can you use the content? Just agree to shout me out in the video or in the comment section with the link to my channel, and I'll have no problem sharing that information with you. Okay, so just that simple. I mean, I don't know how to make it any more simpler than that. What's up, Daryl Moore? What's up again, Shanice? Yeah, and I'm okay, but I would like for people to be respectful. I don't think I work very hard. And by the way, I have 3 new stories that I want. Well, actually, 1, 2. Well, I have 3 new stories that I need to tell you, and 1 update that I need to give you. And I would like to do it on Saturday. I'd like to do another live this Saturday, if you guys are Saturday evening sometime. So if you guys can support the show tonight, that would be very beneficial, and it would help me to do that live on Saturday. So if I get some support tonight, then I can take the time and be available on Saturday night in order to do that live. Now, if I don't get any support, then we won't go live, and I'll figure out some time to tell you all those other stories. But I've already prepared the thumbnail and gotten all the clips that I need for that show already prepared. So everything's prepared for Saturday's show. I just need to make sure that I have the time and the freedom to do it. So that's all. All right, now, Beverly. Hey, Beverly, I just subscribed. I love watching your channel. Thank you very much, Beverly, for subscribing to the channel. I really do appreciate that. And I think it's fair and understandable as well, Shanice. I think it's fair and understandable. I mean, they still in it. I mean, I ain't gonna name no names, but the pastors done took my content and put it up there just like it was their content. Now, I do remember one of those 10 commandments says thou should not steal, but I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that out loud. I'm just gonna move right on, because somebody could have gave me some credit or something. I'm just saying I'm struggling over here. I'm a little old small channel doing the best that I can. Just give me the credit that I deserve for the work that I do. That's all I'm asking. All right. Now tonight, we of course are going to deal with, like I said, Larry Reid Live. We're going to do the second part of the Larry Reid Live and Prophet Lovy Elias video. Now this is, and let me start off tonight by telling you this. The reason why I do these videos, the Mad Church Disease channel is dedicated to helping individuals who have been abused, who have been misused. And the word abuse comes, the definition of the word is abnormal use. So when you are abusing something, you are using it abnormally. And Mad Church Disease, we have this channel so we can assist individuals who have been abused, misused by the institutional church, and we can assist them in their lives. That's why we do what we do, you guys. And so I need you guys to understand that. I'm not here to hurt anybody, but I am here to make you think and to make you open up your understanding about a lot of things. And so for those of you that watch this channel and come by this channel, you can say, oh man, you know, maybe I'm not crazy. Maybe I'm not the only person who thought about this. We talk about topics and subjects that, you know, it may be a little bit uncomfortable for your pastor and individuals to have a conversation about, but we at least spark the conversation and we have the real conversation about those things, right? And so tonight is going to be no different. We're going to be focusing on this Larry Reid Live comment video that Larry did for Prophet Lovy when there was another prophet, I guess his name is EJ, had gone after Prophet Lovy, and they were, you know, they've been having some dispute about some of the things that are going on. Hey, Ava. And so that's kind of what we're going to be talking about tonight. And I don't want to waste any of our time because we got a lot of lives to go through. And so I'm going to be sharing my screen here with you in a second. Let me move this screen over. Let me get to the content. Y'all hang on. Talk amongst yourselves. No, I'm just playing. We're going to work on this here. And we're going to talk about this. Anybody in there been watching the Democratic National Convention? Anybody been paying attention to that while I'm waiting for this to pull up in the chat? Anybody been watching that that convention? Y'all watching the convention? Let me see here. All right. Anybody watching the convention? All right. Oh, let me type something in. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second because I don't want to overheat either. Uh-oh. Lord. Okay. All right. I don't want to overheat. I'm surprised I didn't have my little stuff on there. That's interesting. Okay, so all right, Southern Breeze, good to see you. Thank you for coming on in here. Dorinda says, or is it Dorina? Dorina says, absolutely. Okay. I was able to see Hillary Clinton's, I watched the replay of, I saw Hillary Clinton's speech. I saw Jasmine Crockett from Texas. I did see her speech. So I've just been sort of watching bits and pieces of it. I haven't really been looking at it at all, just like I did with the Republican National Convention. I just watched bits and pieces of everything. And I did watch everybody because I do watch everybody because I like to try to be as informed as I can. But let's share my screen here. Let's share my screen. Yes, that's it. All right, so let me see here. Let me see how we can share this better. I don't like the way that looks. I just don't like the way it looks. Let me see. Okay, I kind of sort of like this look a little bit better. Y'all tell me. I like this look a little bit better. So hello, hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. All right. So we're going to be getting into this. Now, we, of course, are using this for commentary, and the federal law allows citizens to distribute or exhibit portions of copyrighted video, and it's called fair use. And so this falls underneath the Fair Use Act, and we are most certainly going to use that. We'll be stopping and starting our video and giving commentary to it. All right, you all. Hopefully you guys can hear me and everything is working well. Okay, so it looks like it's working well. All right. So I don't know what's going on with this software too. I noticed I got those numbers at the top. I'm going to see what's going on with that. I'm going to see if I can get that fixed over the next couple of days. But anyway, hey, Miss Erica. I plan on doing just that. No, it was the sap suckers that got me. That was good. Yeah, that was good. That is the plan. That is most certainly the plan. That was funny. You got me off guard with that one. That was funny. Oh, wait a minute. That was funny. Uncle Fred says they had Al Sharpton speaking. They had the Central Park Five. Oh my God, Lord Jesus. Oh, I can't wait to see that. That's going to be interesting too. Miss Erica, you got me today now. Miss Erica, you got me today. That sap suckers got me. All right, you all, but let's not hold us too long, because we got to get through this entire video, and I'm gonna try to speed it up and go as fast as I can. But y'all let me know if you can hear everything well. Let's go. Okay, let's see here.
Y'all, I'm telling you, if somebody had done a live like this 12, 13, 15 years ago, and I just saw it because the kind of person I am, I was like, wait a minute now. So this, what I'm doing for you right here, is going to help you, because you probably got that person that got access, because it happened to me. They had, and the Spirit told me in 2006, take everything out their hand. They had access to the church account, to my account, paid my bills. There was nothing going on. They logged into my accounts. And the Spirit gave me a vision, and I took them out of every drop of it.
Okay, now let me stop you right here. I don't know who this particular person is, who he's talking about per se. I have my suspicion. I could be wrong, but I know that Vincent was somebody who was really instrumental over there and did a lot of the work and some of the stuff over there. But what amazes me about Larry is that anytime he gets ready to talk about a person or talk down about a person, he always starts talking about he had a vision or something, he had a dream or something comes over him, where he's always trying to put himself into being into this super spiritual position. And so for the first thing that I want to talk about when we're talking about demanding loyalty and spiritual manipulation, one of the things that a lot of these spiritual people will try and do is they will try to give themselves supernatural powers, like, oh, I need this vision, or I had to have this vision in order for me to do whatever it is that I have done. And this is a tactic that is always used when it comes to Larry. I've noticed this over the years. He's always done this, and he always does it after the fact, more like a lot of their prophecies. A lot of the prophecies that these people give is always after the fact. Correct. They're always coming up with some other lie. Very good point. And so that's always a tactic. So I just wanted you guys to hear that, because that's pattern. That's classic Larry. He always does that, just so y'all know.
So that's why when you hear those people talking about my finance and stuff, they just making up stuff, because Even when they was around and everything was good, they didn't know.
So listen to this. He says they just making it up. Anytime you hear anybody's talking about my finances, they just making it up. Even when they was involved with the finances, they didn't really know. You understand what I'm saying? Now, what kind of sense does that make? If somebody is reading the numbers and looking at the numbers and working with the finances, of course they would know what the finances are. So, you know what I mean? It's the subtlety of the slithering nature of the snake that sometimes can beguile you and put you to sleep without you recognizing that you're about to be bitten. I'm gonna say that again. It is the slithering subtleties of the snake and how he maneuvers. And it is a subtle, cunning behavior that they do that eventually is going to get you bitten. And so you need to understand and recognize that, especially when it comes to this type of a situation. Okay?
So it's just made up. Okay, now. Let's listen to what some of my prophet. Oh, Lord, I couldn't believe this. This is what done stirred me up. Because I wouldn't even have be saying none of this stuff, y'all. But I heard, you know what? It just came to my mind. I heard me. But Prophet Love is a strong man. And I heard the hurt. And I was on FaceTime. I looked in his face.
So wait a minute. We was on FaceTime. And I looked into his face. So he done called a man about something another man had put out and something somebody else is talking about. Now, here's something that I want to talk about. And I want to say this. It amazes me about Larry. Larry can get out here and talk about everybody else. And I had a pastor about a week or two ago. We were having a conversation about some of this stuff that was out here on the internet. And this pastor said to me, he says, you know, I don't understand how Larry can talk about everybody else. But the moment that you say something about him, he loses his kahunas. And I said, well, yeah, you're right. I said, that's very true, because he doesn't really like for people to talk about him. He has the freedom in his mind to talk about everybody else, but you can't talk about Larry. And it's a very, very interesting situation. Very interesting situation. And I agree. I agree.
Thank God he hurt. I said, Prophet Lovy, you hurt. He said, I am. And his wife and team are floored at the lies. Now, if you don't know them, you believe them. I must say, Prophet, E.J. Newton sounds 100% convincing. And I don't know who he is.
Now, we already established last week that that's a lie too. He knows who the man is, because you remember at the beginning of the show, he told Kendall, can you look it up, Kendall, and tell me? And then next thing you know, Larry was making all these sorts of statements and all this kind of stuff. So we know that Larry knows who the man is.
But that helps him because I don't know him. And the fact that we do not know him helps. And listen to this. The fact that he was right beside him. Oh, Lord, help me today. It almost make you feel like, oh, well, he got to know what he's talking about. It got to be true. Because of proximity.
Now, here's the thing. And this is another thing. Here's another thing. The whole idea of this is to get you to distrust individuals who have a close proximity to other individuals and who walk away from those individuals, and they start to tell what has happened behind the scenes with those individuals. And so the whole twisting of this and the whole narrative that is that's being created is that if you walk away from a person and you start to tell your experience, then you are a person who is not trustworthy, or you're a person who cannot be trusted because you don't have loyalty. Now, let me just say this. Loyalty comes and is earned when an individual is living up to the expectations that they have presented to the world. Typically, you feel that a person is being disloyal to you when they are exposing your current or past behavior, and it is exposing you, and you don't tend to like that. And that is exactly what they do. And it is a subtle intertwining of Larry and Lovy, or Lovey, of that relationship. And Larry is of course comparing himself in that situation.
Hey, look, I don't like discussing stuff like this.
He said he don't even like discussing stuff like
but
this.
I couldn't. This is probably my way of getting it out, because Kendall saw me. I was saying, like, God, I had tears in my eyes. He is hurt, and let me tell you something. Now you hear me by the Spirit, because y'all know God is slow. Put it in the.
Now I want y'all to hear this. Larry said God is slow, because God is slow. Now, if you didn't hear that, that's what the man just said. He said God is slow. Okay, now let's move on.
In the chat, God is slow. If you didn't know, you need to know now. They're gonna tell you something else. May not come. You want to hear all on time. No, he late and he come way after.
Did you hear that? God is late and he come way after. That's what he telling the audience. No, God is never late. God is always on time. And even if it is not man's time, God is always on time. Now, I don't want to go into going into Moses and God passing by Moses, and Moses is able to write down in the beginning, the earth was void, and he started writing down what he saw in the hinder parts of God, but God passed by him in order for him to be able to write those things. And that was on time. It wasn't late. It was on time. And this is the wickedness of these kinds of messages that people have to really, you need to tune your ear. You gotta get the frequency of your ear to hear, because this is the manipulation and this is the lies. First of all, he done told you now God is slow. God's slow. I'm just saying.
He's slow. But let me tell you this. Because this prophet has been hurt, count the days.
This is threats. 10 years. These are threats.
Because this prophet is hurt. What's that scripture about? He take them tears and he put it in a bottle. Them things recorded. But we talking about a prophet now.
I don't care. And see, this is the other thing. This is the subtle manipulation of these people who have functions in ministry, which I don't believe Larry has. But they use these things to try and put themselves on a level that is separate from you and I, and sort of demand all of these kinds of senses of loyalty. And because he's crying, God's bottling up his tears. But first of all, the scripture says that about all of us. So just imagine what God is doing when it relates to the stuff that you've done to people and the stuff that how you've mishandled people. Just imagine the amount of tears that individuals have in regards to that. And you can count the days. Because if they can count the days, you can count the days. I'm just saying. Yes, it is. Shanice, I agree with you. I most certainly agree. But you're hearing it. If you didn't hear it from, I didn't just say it. You're hearing it from the horse's mouth. Wilbur is talking. That's all I'm saying.
So what this thing is going, and he got to be careful what come out of his mouth like that, because I know y'all think it said, touch not my anointed, to do my prophets no harm. You think it's because of what God is going to do. No, it's because of what the emotional and the mental disposition of the prophet as a result of what you do to them and then what they say.
Okay, first of all, That's two misappropriations. First of all, when you guys are always quoting this scripture talking about touch not the anointing, do my prophet no harm, you guys always take that out of context. That, you know, they're forever taking that text of scripture out of context. But then Larry follows it up and says, well, no, it's not, because just that is what the prophet is going to say, and because of the prophet's emotionalism, and because of what the prophet is going to speak out of their mouth. This is a fear tactic, and it's also a narcissistic tactic to get people not to be able to speak and to speak freely about the things that have been done to them. Now, let me also say this. Let me say this. When you have people that are constantly and consistently demanding some sense of loyalty from other individuals, it is a clear sign that there are behaviors, there are proclivities, there are things that that individual is hiding, and that individual is not honest about. And like I said before, it is the subtlety of how that person is treating those behaviors, because they're slithering, snakes, and they move a certain way in order for you not to really pay attention. And by the time you see it, the snake has already bitten you, and you've already been bitten. And in this case, you've already lost thousands of dollars. You've already given away, all of these seeds, and you've already planted all of this money, and you've done all of this stuff. And by the time you realize that this person is a snake in the grass, it's far too late.
She-bears come and devour. God didn't send them. The prophet called them. His pain called them. Are y'all hearing me? Ooh,
I hear you.
Listen to some of this stuff this man said. I thank you for sending it to me. You know who you is.
All right. So here we're going to get into a little bit of this stuff that this person says. So we're going to get into it.
Not the man doing the book. All the stuff that Prophet Lovy enemies have said, we heard them online. He's a witch.
And I do believe that these people are warlocks and witches. I sure do.
He's running women.
Well, Pastor Greg Laurie said that. Oh no, I'm sorry. What's Greg Locke? I'm sorry. Greg Locke said that he was running women. That was way about a year or so ago. So that just isn't just one person or just two people now. That's at least two people who have said it. Now, according to Greg Locke, EJ and Lovy and all of them was running women together. So he if he's going to tell the whole tale, he needs to tell himself and put himself in the middle of that story as well. I'm just saying.
Money. Now, this man that was benefiting from being around him and anything he got living in his house. Now you're going to start parroting and almost confirming the people that's been, this just happened. This turn just happened in that inner circle. That cancer showed up just months ago.
Now, understand something here. He said he didn't know anything about the man. Remember I said, and now all of a sudden he talking about this stuff just showed up months ago. How did you know that if you don't have a relationship with the man? I'm just saying, and you don't know anything. So how do you know all of this? So that again is another lie. This is just all I'm saying. So this is something that you have to really be able to pay attention to and really listen to with the right kind of ear. Okay. And now you're going to watch Larry put himself into this story, which is something that he does often. And you're going to see him interweave himself into this story. Now watch this.
And now you are linking up with the former ops to not just say what they said, but almost like to confirm it because of your proximity. My mama told me this, y'all. God, no, I saw my sister in here. Mama told us how people were as children. And I have been saying this, Kendall, Chamaco, y'all know. I did not believe her. I said, this was your experience. Mama and them was right. And when I say mama and them,
and y'all remember last week he said he didn't know that people were like this. And now he's coming back telling you his mama been telling him this since they were children, or he's been a child, but he just didn't believe it. Remember he said that? Y'all remember? Okay, I'm just saying. Let's move on.
I'm talking about mama, her sisters. Because see, they were the Fleming sisters. They were stars in their own right. So they experienced these things.
So let me get this straight. Now, I've lived in North Carolina for a very, very, very long time. I've been a Christian very, very, very long time. The name, the Fleming sisters, sounds familiar, but from what I understand of your childhood, Larry, you lived in a trailer. So if you were stars, they weren't that famous. And it's kind of like in your mind as well. You all, everybody on the internet, let me just say this. All of us vloggers need to get up off of our high horses. You all are thinking way too highly of yourselves. You're not celebrities. The majority of people in the world don't know who you are. Y'all live in this fairy tale land that just don't exist. I don't think I'm famous. You shouldn't be thinking you're famous. You ain't famous. It ain't that many people who know you. Let me just put it to you that way. And if the people that know you is a very small amount of people compared to the people that are in the world, I'm just saying. Y'all are something else. You're making you guys are always putting yourself out there like y'all celebrities and walking around. I heard a vlogger say the other day, and I was talking to some of the moderators, talking about they that was Larry's dumb butt in the last video, talking about they can't go nowhere without somebody running into them and giving them church people.
Tell us about it. They just warned us how people were. That all got shit. People are weird and strange and all, and will come up with stuff that didn't even happen or exist. Okay. Let me let you hear some of the stuff that was texted to me. Okay.
Now, first of all, I thought he was about to play an audio. Now he's going to, I guess, read some text messages. That makes it questionable to me anyway, coming from Larry, because Larry lies all the time. So I wouldn't believe anything that he says. Anyway, it's a lie to me. So that's just how I feel about that. But anyway, let's move on.
All these people say, oh, you were under him, I was never under him. What was
it was audio. Here we go.
The video that everybody keeps talking about, Miami video? Oh, I knelt down. Do you know what happened in that video? I was told, come out, let me announce you. I'm going to announce you. Next thing I know, say, I'm going to pray for you. No problem. Pray for me. I'm humble enough to kneel down. Next thing I'm hearing, if you're this one is here, I'm here also. Come on. I'm not going to stand up and say, whoa. I just go with the flow. If that's how you want to play it, okay, cool.
He's well produced.
He is what Prophet EJ is saying. I got ambushed. That's what he's talking about. You told me, you said, oh, come on out, I'm gonna introduce you, and the next thing you know, it goes into, oh, I'm gonna pray for you, and then I'm gonna lay hands on you, and then you in front of this big crowd and people doing all of this stuff. Listen here, Beverly. Listen, Beverly. These people lie so much I can't keep up. I can't keep up. They just lie too much. Now, and here's another thing, Christine, I want to get into this. You know what I'm also noticing here in the United States when it comes to Christianity in America? Now, a lot of Africans are coming and they're preaching in America. And, Americans tend to be, rocked to sleep and lullabied by people's accents. That's how y'all got souped into Benny Hinn. That's how y'all got souped into some of these so-called prophets and people. Oh, and when they speak to you, they got to speak with that accent. And the Holy Spirit of God, the Holy Spirit, and you don't even realize you having a spell cast on you. These people over here using all of these accents. Oh, in the Holy Spirit, that you don't know what's going on, but this the Holy Spirit of God, and they talking to y'all crazy. I'm just saying. They love using these accents, and especially for those of you that you like brothers with accents. So, and they know their audience is 99% women. So y'all falling for this stuff. You hear this stuff. Oh, this and he's speaking in all of this ridiculousness. But yeah, go ahead.
Oh, there was never under him. We were both under somebody else. But that's not the conversation. Like I said, if you don't want to come to church anymore because of this, please don't come. If you want to be deceived, go and be deceived.
We would not know who you are if it wasn't for Prophet Lovy.
Why does it matter that people would not have known who EJ is? Because without Prophet Lovy, why does that even matter if the man is telling the truth? You know, if that's his experience and that's the experience that he has, what does it matter that people would not have known him? But the fact of the matter is they do know him. And since they do know him, it doesn't matter what you say as far as that's concerned. He's allowed to give his experience with that individual and talk about it as much as he wants to. You understand what I'm saying? It's a line of bull. It really is. It's a line of bull jive. And this is what the man does. And he constantly and consistently does this.
And he was the one that pushed you. I remember Prophet Lovy telling me a story of him feeling that God was telling him to start a church in Miami. Right, Lisa? He even sound like him. You see?
So now he's trying to say, oh, he even sound like him. Wait a minute. First of all, I do believe they probably came from the same region, or they're probably from whatever country they're from, because, you know, they have the same accent. So saying, oh, he just sound like him. You know what this is? This, again, is subtle manipulation. It is subtle narcissistic behavior. And I would not even be surprised. Now, I'm not saying this is the case. I don't know this, so I can't say this is a true statement. But I would venture to say, just on what we know about how Larry has been operating in times past, I would venture to say I would not be surprised if Pastor Lovy sent Larry some type of love offering in order to get Larry to behave and come out here and do this, because we all know that's how Larry get down. I'm just saying, we all know that.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
My enemies online, especially the male ones, start wearing black shirts.
Pay attention to this. Pay attention to this. He said, my enemies online, especially the one, my enemies, especially the male ones online, is starting to wear black shirts. They all wear black shirts. I want y'all to hear something. Now, this is also this narcissistic behavior. This is also a way of trying to control other people. So you won't even put on a black shirt because you're afraid, if you're talking about Larry, that people are going to say, oh, you're trying to pretend to be just like Larry, or you're a hater. I get this all the time in my comment section. Oh, you're a hater. Now I just leave it up so people can see how stupid you are. You're a hater. First of all, when God made black shirts, he did not stop at the one that you bought, Larry. These people are allowed to wear whatever it is that they want to wear. I don't typically wear black because, I just don't. And I ain't trying to be funny. First of all, anybody who knows my preference, I love me a dark-skinned woman. I just do. But Larry, you so black that only a black shirt would highlight or make you look like you are lighter than what you actually are. You need a real dog black shirt. And so I'm sure that's kind of what you, and you know what? I'm going to be honest with you, Beverly. That's honestly what we should all be doing. Because all it's done for me over the last couple of years is really make me dive into the scripture even more and pay attention more. I'm paying attention. I got my ear tuned. I got it tuned. I can hear it. And that's another reason why I'm cutting off a lot of stuff on social media and a lot of this other stuff that's out there, because these guys are something else, man. There's something else. And I know we get content creators who come over here and you guys, and y'all be mad at me because I say cuss words. They be, oh, Marcellus, I get this all the time. I tell you, I get this all the time. Oh, I love your program, but when you say shit, damn, or fuck, I can't deal. Listen here. If a shit, damn, and fuck is gonna make you lose your mind and you can't listen to a program, well, then I wonder what you're gonna do if that smoldering, burning place full of fire is going to annihilate you and torture you for all eternity for listening and supporting all of this foolishness. So you rather support the foolishness and listen to all of these other people, and then you're going to get mad at me for using a shit, damn, or a fuck. That's interesting. I find that very interesting. That's just me. But Larry starts talking about that if you're wearing a black shirt online, you're copying off of him. Listen at the narcissism of this bull.
Start changing their background. Start using my words. Then start a spiritual community. Now you're able to do this.
Now listen here. Listen here. So now they started a spiritual community. Let me tell you, we all know he talking about Vincent, right? Because this is what you do when the person you was with done left you, and now you over there, Larry, like a woman scorned, Dr. Dingleberry, and now you like a woman scorned, and you don't know what to do with yourself. And so you get online and you make these subtle take these shots at people. But see, here's the thing that gets me about this that I don't like, is that when you highlight this stuff and you show these people this stuff, people want to blame me and they blame us for talking about it, when you can literally see this man's pattern of behavior. I'm just saying.
Y'all, if Lord have where they make these people at? What's the factory? Burnt it down. What is this?
Now, just because you want to get online and talk like my dear, nobody's trying to copy off of you, Larry. Nobody. I don't think anybody wants to talk like you at all. Because first of all, you can't talk. That's number one. And number two, most of the time when you do speak, you're not making any sense. And if anybody who can really hear, they know you're lying. I'm just saying.
What you mean? God told Prophet Lovy to start a church in Miami. And that thing got so strong, he calls to Africa. Nobody know. We can put in the chat. Nobody knew who you were. Picks you out, brings you there, do a meeting down there and say, listen, I'm not here. But if he's here, I'm here. All these people come. People come with big money, want to support what Prophet Lovy is doing. Prophet Lovy sends them to him. More money access than he ever had before. You can tell it because he'll know what the hell to do with it. Because why is you in the neighborhood with Tom Brady renting a house for tens of thousands of dollars a month?
Well, Larry, the same could be said for you. Why the hell are you renting the houses that you are renting and staying in, and you don't owe anything, and you wasting all hell of a kind of money? The same thing could be said about you, Larry. Same thing. Same thing. I'm just saying, isn't this like the what did they say? The kettle, the pot calling the kettle black? Isn't that the way the saying goes? I think, I mean, come on, Larry, you're in the same boat. You got your nerve. You don't own anything. You don't own anything. You don't even own the bumps and the lumps that are on your body. I'm just saying.
Money has seasons. Why are you moving like that?
Money has seasons. Okay, Larry, well, your season is just about up, but let's keep talking.
You owe that all to, you shouldn't have your mouth on Prophet Lovy, never. And let me say this. And if you gonna tell a story, tell all the blessings, all the favor, all the opportunities that he gave to you, your children, that your wife and your children are experiencing right now.
I don't have to tell all of the blessing in the story that I'm experiencing because I supported anyone. No, I don't. I don't have to do that. But you can do that at a later point in time. But if I'm exposing an individual, I'm exposing them. I can get to all of that stuff later. I don't have to do them all at the same time. And I don't have to do it based upon your schedule or how you want me to do it. I'm just saying.
Tell how he covered you when people came after you with allegations of cocaine. Same thing with Voldemort. Allegations with...
Now that was subtle. Y'all might not have caught that. He said, well, the same thing with Voldemort. Now, y'all know Voldemort is Vincent, right? So same thing with Voldemort. So now he's over here talking about, oh, he done threw Vincent in there and talking about cocaine, because that's something that they mentioned. Now let me say this. Even if Vincent did do, let's just for the sake of conversation, let's say Vincent did do cocaine. That's Vincent's body and that's Vincent's nose. And Vincent is a grown man and he can do whatever he wants to do, right? Just the same way, Larry, you say you can do whatever you want to do. So if you was paying the man or whatever money you were paying him, he had a right to do it with his money, whatever he chose to do with it. That's all I'm saying. And I'd probably be coked out too if I had to come into a house where a man walking around talking like my dear all the time with his dumb, retarded self and behaving in the manners and scheming and scamming people. Let me tell you something. I'd have probably been on all kind of quaaludes and pills when you running a whole RICO organization over there, a racketeering organization. I'd have probably had to stay high in the house because I'm thinking the Fed's about to knock the door down any moment. I'm just saying, what?
Diseases and sexual stuff, and you go into these sex houses and think same thing with they said what's the name consciously about what's the name, but them,
now you see well the same thing such and such said about what's the name and what's the name, he going to sex houses. Okay, I see how y'all doing. Okay.
And protected you.
He didn't protect him. He covered him because they were doing the same type of behavior.
Tell that. It's fine. Okay, you're gonna tell your story, fine. Everybody trying to shut people down from telling their experience. Okay, tell your experience, but tell the whole story. Tell everything tell the whole thing.
So now Larry's talking about, well, people over here tell me you trying to stop people from telling their story. Well, okay, if you're gonna tell it. Listen, people are, let me just say this. And I get this. Most people are not going to tell you their entire story because there are some parts of their story that are embarrassing. And a lot of times people are not ready to tell the totality of their story. Now, let me just simply say this. Going to therapy helps to free you and take some of this stuff off of you so you can tell your story. I'm just going to say that. Going to therapy is very helpful, and it will most certainly help you be able to tell your story. And to tell your story, right. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying.
Now, either you're going to tell the whole story and tell the entire story and open your own self. Because let me tell you now, there are text messages, videos of your right-hand women, and there's pages now surviving greater grace. It's turning already on you.
Okay, so wait a minute. On the one hand, you're saying that the man had no loyalty to Pastor Lovy or Lovy, and he should have kept his mouth shut and had loyalty to him. And now you coming out and now you're promoting and saying, oh, well, these stories are already turning on you. On you. They got videos and pictures of you and your side women and so forth. So Larry, is it true that these people had side women and they were doing the things that they were doing, or is it not true? So you can't in one breath ask the man to defend the person you like, and then in the second breath say, oh, well, they got stories out on you too, and you was doing the same thing, and you lend validity to those statements. I'm just saying.
That name says Greater Grace, Saving Grace. What's the name of Prophet EJ in them church? Let's go some more. Greater Grace, is it? 1, 2. Great Grace. And the thing, when you go look at the church, he mimics everything that Revelation church is like. You see, yeah.
Y'all put in the chat. What did they say? What is the greatest form of flattery? Don't they say imitation is the greatest form of flattery? Isn't that what they say? At least that's what I thought they used to say. Hold on, let me grab my water. Got to keep these kidneys flushed out and doing well. Y'all listen to me. Isn't that what they say? Imitation is the greatest form of flattery. Larry be killing me. That's all I'm saying. Larry be killing me. and be trying to act like he don't know what be going on. It just cracks me up. All right, I'm talking about he imitating him.
I don't understand. I ain't got to my teaching. Hold on.
Come for me. Don't come talk crazy on my life. If you have sin in your heart, don't come talk crazy. I'm still a prophet. We're going back to the olden days. You know, the days of old, where Peter will look and say, why did you lie?
And we're not going back to no olden days. No, we're not. We're pressing toward the mark, and we're going forward, because let me tell you, grace and mercy has run past the judgment of God. And what used to be in front of us is now behind us. And if you understand the revelation of what I just said, we're not going back into no olden days. And let me tell you, there is an atmosphere. There is something that is spiritually and naturally that has really shifted. And I hate to use the word shift, because I talked to the moderators the other day and I said, I hate to use this word. I said, but I'm getting a rumbling in my spirit of something. I don't really know what it is yet, because the Holy Spirit hasn't really given me any clarity on what it is yet. But I know something done turned. And I can't even describe it to you. I don't even know what it is yet. But it done. I don't even know how to describe. It's almost like a lifting. Something has lifted, and it's almost like, okay, we're in this sort of holding pattern thing, you know, where the planes are like, they haven't yet landed, but they're hovering, and they're, you know, they're getting they're using the wind in order to get themselves to a safe place and to land. And something spiritually has happened. And over these last couple of weeks, I'm here to tell y'all something has happened, and we're in a holding pattern. And I don't know if it's because most of us are scared and fearful about what's going to be going on regarding and surrounding this election, but you're in a coast mode. Some of you are in a coast mode. You're afraid to make decisions, even because of some of the things that are going on right now. I can't explain it to you, but y'all just pay close attention and keep being prayerful. Just keep being prayerful.
About what's in the book. What you're not going to do is have a false repentance. How do these ministers thrive? I'm just going to give you a little bit about what's in the book. One of the things they do is they seek legitimacy.
Okay, here you go. So
he cut him off. The first thing the man said that they seek is legitimacy. Didn't I tell y'all that's what they all do? They seek for somebody to legitimize them. These false prophets and these people, and they go and they start making associations with people, and they use those associations to legitimize them. I've always told y'all that.
Now he's starting a book and saying they're caught in witchcraft, which is all of the stuff that people have been talking about Prophet Lovy.
But Larry didn't deal with that first reason. He said they seek legitimacy. Larry done skipped over that whole part.
So now he's joining with his enemies and pushing the same narrative.
It's not a narrative. It's the truth. And sometimes people's eyes can be open and they just like, you know what? I don't want no part of this.
And got the book for sale. I think somebody sent me that.
So what, Larry? You got them horrible CDs over there with you yodeling. God don't play about me. Come on, what that song say? God really don't play about me. And then the pain and anybody, if you've ever heard Larry and his group sing live, you know darn well he had to go to making singles. That's for sure, because all of that yodeling that they was doing, and way up there in the rafters trying to sound like a woman when you sing, it just was never gonna work. You wasn't even gonna win no kind of stellar award with that foolishness. Now, what you would win is the Golden Ball Sack Award, and I gave you that last week. But you'd win an award at the Chicken and Waffles. I'm sure the Waffle House will give you a great. They'll give you the Golden Waffle Award, nigga.
Hold on, I'm gonna get back to this, but let me finish telling this story. You see, now I got the book for sale now.
I'm sorry.
Exposing the occult.
I had a moment
around the word occultism in the church. You can't even get in the occult unless you are initiated. So any preacher and pastor, you hear somebody talking about the occult, they're just using the word. They don't.
That's wrong. But you can also be initiated in your mind and in your thinking. And once you initiate it in your mind and in your thinking, your pattern and your discourse and your behaviors will also give you an allegiance to this cult and cultish behavior. So, and when he talks about you have to be initiated, no, a lot of you are initiated. You're initiated by giving. Okay, Holy Spirit, thank you for that. Some of you are giving into your initiation is giving. You're giving and you're paying money into this stuff. And I never saw this stuff until years ago when the Lord had to really start to deal with me about breaking away from a lot of this institutional church and a lot of this stuff. A lot of this stuff, you've been initiated into it with your finances. You've been initiated into it with your thought pattern and how you think. And you've been initiated even in how you speak. That's why the channel is called Mad Church Disease, because most of us have the disease of church. It's in our speech. It's how we talk. It's how we converse with other people. And that a part of that is also church culture. When you understand church has a culture, don't nobody talk like church folks except church folk. You know, you can, you know, when you go to your job in your job and you say, hey, how you doing? Most of the people say, I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm doing well. Not so great today. Don't nobody run around talking about, well, I'm blessed and highly favored, looking for Jesus at every turn. That's culture. And it can be looked at as cultish. I'm just saying, because you get initiated how you speak too.
Don't even understand that. They don't really know their cult. All right. Y'all give me that list again. Whew, Jesus, this is wicked. Wicked.
Yes, Larry, you are wicked. I agree. You're very wicked.
I want everybody to put in the chat, toxic ambition.
He says toxic ambition. I want y'all to hear something. And this is the subtlety of this foolishness. So pay attention.
Because this is really if I would give a diagnosis of Voldemort, that's always been a problem.
He's going to say, if I give a diagnosis of Voldemort, which he's talking about Vincent, and see, a lot of this, if you listen to this video, this is him, shooting off on Vincent. And if I'm going to keep it 100, unless you know and have been around Larry from way back in the day, and you watch Larry and Vincent and Lisa, you can, in their speech, you can hear when they're taking shots at one another. And I can tell when they're doing it to each other. Most people can't tell because I was there at the very, very beginning. Shanice, listen here. He is a woman scorned. He is a woman scorned. He's so mad at Vincent, he don't know what to do with himself. Because Vincent came out and solidified what we already knew. We already knew this stuff, but Vincent just solidified it. And that's why he's really angry with Vincent. Oh, y'all just wait till he get to the other part. Let me hurry up. Y'all be patient with me tonight. I promise you, we going somewhere and I'm going to get through this whole thing.
And that's what God showed me in 2006. So showed me in a warehouse. And I told him, eating all this raw meat, eyes filled with blood. And that next vision, I was at the top. And they came and put everything in my hand and went down. And I said, why would you leave now when everything's about to go to the top? This is 2006. And the Spirit told me he's not a fit. And said, you.
Now, y'all notice he said, and he always relates this to some dream or some vision. This is the subtlety and the witchcraft of this stuff. He said he had this dream, eating all this red meat, bloodshot eyes. And he saw, he went up and the other person went down. So this is the other thing. He's sending out signals. You going down. You ain't gonna be what you think you're gonna be. And this is a part of that manipulation.
You won't get to your top until you let him go. And I wouldn't.
And Larry, you listen here. All you did was sleep your way to the middle. You done poked bread baskets into the middle. You ain't at the top. You think you at the top. And that's what's so delusional about your mind.
Because he had something on me. When we first met, and I done told y'all this, I don't care about this, I don't care. I did care about it. I remember I was on the platform and they was asking me about my molestation. Had I been with a man since I had been molested? And
He was talking about T.S. Madison. He didn't mention T.S. Madison. That was the platform he was on. And yes, they did ask him about his molestation, and he lied, made jokes about it there as well. But let's continue.
And I was not going to tell my business that includes somebody else's business, but I didn't know that they had done went and told our business.
Well, Vincent was actually working for T.S. Madison. And I think, and I can't speak for Vincent. Maybe Vincent can talk about this. I don't know. But I think by him going over there, it freed Vincent to be himself. And he saw all these other people that were living in their truths and how they felt about their lives and so forth. And I think it encouraged Vincent to be himself. And I think that disturbed Dr. Dingleberry. I'm just saying, Miss Erica, it's hard, but I'm just saying. But I'm getting through the lies here, and we're having a conversation. All right, here we go.
So they was trying to get me, but thank God for T.S. Madison, because they wouldn't clown on my molestation. She was like, that's not about to happen. Although I'm pretty sure she was in the discussion behind the scene, but there's certain things in order, you don't put nobody out there like that. So I didn't. So it's like, you were lying. No. Okay, yes, I was lying. But it's...
Stop right there. I wanted you guys to hear it. What did he say? Okay, I was what? Lying. So when I call him a liar and say that he is lying, Larry Reid, don't y'all come over here telling me that I don't know what I'm talking about, because I'm going to forward you back over to this here video. He said it with his own mouth. He was lying. And you didn't have to tell us, Larry, because those of us that have spiritual ears, we know you were lying.
I don't tell people's business that I won't protect them myself, because my people knew. that's the thing. My closest people, they knew. But Voldemort didn't know that they knew. So they thought that they were doing all.
Who are his closest people except Lisa, Chamaco, Latrice, and all of them folk over there? Y'all all know what y'all doing. Of course they knew, because y'all know what y'all doing over there. Now, if he's talking about his Patreon and the people that are in his Patreon, them folk didn't know that he was in no relationship with no Vincent. Knock it off, Larry. That's a whole lie. Just stop lying, because you're lying. You're lying through your teeth. You're lying through your teeth. Moving right along.
All this video and stuff this year was supposed to be this big thing. No, what happened was all my old members came back and started giving. And the ones that believed it, which was literally I ain't going to say they really believed it.
Now, I'm going to tell you something else. This is another trick. He starts trying to get people to give him money by saying, all the old members came back and they started giving me more money. That's lies, too. I don't believe that at all.
Say they are. I'm gonna say they did, but we ever had a problem with them anyway prior? I can count on my hand how many that was out of thousands.
You didn't even have thousands, fool.
So it was basically what he did was use as a prune to cut up the stuff to get everything out the way and to shape stuff up. So
no, I don't call it pruning. No, you got exposed, bro. No, it wasn't no pruning. God didn't do that. Let me just say, well, God did it, but he exposed you. He wasn't trying to prune nothing from you. Larry, you look like a prune. You look like prune. You look like a prune. You look like at any moment, if somebody got anywhere near you, they'd have to run to the bathroom. But anyway, let's go.
People can make whatever decision they need to make and choose this disconnect or whatever they want to do. It was a blessing, actually, because I thought these people were there, even though I knew they were a little shaky. But that proved, so you more off than you are on. You can't take the heat, which I understand. I don't know where they make these people at. I do not know where they make these people at. Toxic ambition. Let me talk to y'all about toxic ambition. Listen to me very carefully, because you may have somebody say, I love you, be your authentic self. I love you, Larry. I'm always like this. It's not, I've never been a liar. I've never been.
He just told you 5 minutes ago he was lying. To my never been a liar. No lie, Larry, you've been a liar. You've been a liar since 2015. For those of us that have been around that long, and you know, when you first showed up on the scene, you were lying then. I'm just saying, you were lying then. You and Lisa.
And hide, not tell, not say. I've never been that dude. But what ain't your business ain't your business. I've just never been that dude. So I didn't have no problem with saying anything to anybody. You know, just a matter of, if it ain't your business, ain't your business. It ain't time for me to let you know. It ain't time for me to let you know.
Well, wouldn't that be also apply to all the people that you talk about on your platform? Just asking.
Hell, you know, how many of you are proud and happy about the frogs that you kissed in your past?
So now he's a frog that was kissed in the past. And you see the subtlety of this and how he says things and how he words it and he puts it out here so people pay attention.
Or you let kiss you. You don't want nobody to know that. You don't want nobody to know that. You keep that to yourself. You ain't proud of that. You don't want that's in the past. It's in the past. I was on my best self. It was a not good decision. Thank God it's over. I mean, and I'm not trying to be mean, but hell, me telling this proper lovely story is making me say more than what I would say publicly, but I think it's okay. I mean, I don't have any malice and ill will in my heart. It just is as it is. And if he hadn't said this, I don't even really think about this stuff on.
I disagree. I think he has a lot of malice, and I think he has a lot of ill will in his heart. And I think he's, and if anything, Vincent, if you come by and you see this, I want you to know your ex is over here spazzing out because he missed your bread basket, and he missed you, and that's what's got him over here talking like this, and acting a whole fool on social media. Because if you listen to his speech, he's letting you know some stuff in here. But I'm just saying.
Listen to me, Lester Peltier that sit down with Unwind with Tasha Kane asked me to forgive him. I forgave him. I had forgiven him before he did it.
If Lester asks you to forgive him, Lester is a whole fool and a liar too. But like I said before, nobody asked Lester to come out and tell that information.
I knew that stuff was not true. He knew it was not true. He knew. I can't say that he knew me because he really didn't. I was helping him from afar. But
how are you helping him from afar and sending him $650 deposits to his Chase account? How are you helping him afar? That ain't afar. That's real close because you hitting the bank account. Okay, Marcella, stop. Let it play. Oh, God help me, Lord Jesus.
I'm glad that he did that, but I did not need it. And I told him, I said, you don't need to know I need to do it. And I said, no, you don't need to do that. We good. That was our first and last time talk to the day for a year. I didn't need none of that. I know who I am. Anybody believe that? Ain't my fault, no way. Them doors are cemented closed. That's right. Somebody said, I'm just going to sow my seed. And you should. Don't leave before I finish going through this toxic ambition and tell you some other things to look for. You better mark. And y'all need to put in, keep putting in there the things that I named out to mark the people around you because you need to be careful. And you done see. And Facebook, why y'all watching me and not hitting like?
And I'm going to take this opportunity and say the same thing for those of you that are on Facebook and on YouTube. Y'all need to pause for just a minute and hit the like button. Now, they've made it really difficult nowadays for y'all to hit the like button because you got to hit that little X and go out from the live comment and hit that. Let me see y'all like this video, please. Moderators, y'all keep me up on what's going on with the likes because I'm giving you some good content here and we're having some good discussion here. So y'all please make sure you hit the like button. Now remember, he's talking about toxic ambition and he's supposed to get to toxic ambition.
Hit the darn like. What the hell? Thank you for that one person who just heard what I said and hit it. That's a shame. Oh, now 12 people hear this. Okay, thank you. Please, please. Okay, now, hold on. Okay. What was I talking about? Oh, toxic ambition. Now, when ambition is toxic, it lacks integrity.
When ambition is toxic, he says, it lacks integrity. I'm going to revisit this in a second.
Ethics.
Ethics.
Empathy. And it's driven by selfishness and an inflated ego.
Now, this is the man. Now, I want y'all to hear this. And this is another reason why. And Lord help me, because I don't want to call no names. What I have learned over the years, and y'all remember on my birthday live, I talked about some of the lessons that I've learned doing content creation. What I've learned doing content creation is this. A lot of these narcissists and these people full of narcissistic behavior, they like to project onto other people what they actually are. Because, and those of you that have hung around Daryl and hung around myself and hung around us over here, y'all have seen certain individuals talk about narcissistic people all the time. Oh, this person is a narcissist and this person is a narcissist person. And behind the scenes, they were exhibiting some of the worst narcissistic behavior and a very toxic behavior, and doing certain things that were very toxic. And we couldn't, just out of respect, we respect people, and we said we weren't going to talk about stuff, and we haven't, and I ain't said no names. We had to be very, very careful on how we moved. But and let me go back just a second, because I want to talk about this part again, because he talks about it lacks empathy. Narcissists lack empathy. They do not have the ability to be empathetic. Okay, that's just the bottom. That's the bottom line. They lack that. They don't have the ability to do that. All right, and that's something that we need to understand as well. But being an ambitious person is not a toxic trait or characteristic. I don't want to work with anybody who is not ambitious. I don't even want to be in a relationship with anybody who is not ambitious. You can't even be my friend if you're not ambitious. And I really mean that, because birds of a feather flock together, and chicken and ducks and geese are going to roll around on the ground. Y'all going to be stuck down there while the eagles soar. And I did a video a couple of years ago when I started this channel, where I talked about, buzzards, eagles and buzzards. You have to be able to soar with people who are like-minded with you. Even when it comes to family, you can't be surrounded by people who hate you. And this is something that I've had to learn this year, personally. And I'm going to talk about this on one of my lives in my private community here very, very soon. So if you have not purchased a membership here on this channel, you can definitely go do that. There's a join button that's right next to the video. You can join, and I'm going to be talking about something that I'm personally going through. We personally believe that the people, because they're in our families, they love us and care about us because they're in our family. We think that way. And it has taken me 50 years almost to discover something. And I'm not going to talk about it right now, but I'm going to talk about it later. And I'm going to go into it a little bit more in depth later. And I'm probably going to do it on a private live. But so some of these people you think care about you, they don't care about you. Sister, brother, mother, cousin, whatever. They don't care nothing about you. You think they
Somebody
do.
sent me a clip the other day where I was referred to. I couldn't believe this. Oh Lord, I wish it was not true, because I really am concerned something is wrong. I was referred to on my own platform that I funded. Hell, the show says Larry Reid Live. It always was, for a reason. As a co-host.
Okay. He said I was referred to as a co-host. Let me tell you something. So, shout out to Miss Erica for getting your membership. Thank you, Miss Erica. I really do appreciate that. You're helping the channel to grow, and you're helping me to get free so I can continue to talk about this stuff. So thank you so much. So yeah. And Shanice, y'all, I tell y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all some stuff here coming up soon. And it's probably the only time y'all ever gonna see me cry online, I swear, because I got to get this off of me. So let me tell you this. Larry, when you, Vincent, Lisa, Vincent and Lisa were doing y'all's show, you all were co-hosts together. You were co-hosting. Yes, the show has your name on it, but if I'm gonna be real honest, I didn't even like your portion of the program. You took all the hot gossip, Vincent took the political stuff, and Lisa took the sports. Isn't that interesting? I'm just saying. You took the hot gossip, Vincent had the political stuff, Lisa had the sports. I always enjoyed Vincent's political side of the program. I did. Now, every now and then, Larry will have some sort of off joke, you know, and to be honest with you, Larry can be funny at times. He can be, you know, but, you know, yeah. So it's very interesting. Let me see. His toxic ambition didn't allow him to be honest and take full accountability for the dark and evil things he's done. Ain't no good in that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because that was toxic ambition. When he was running around, going to all of these different larger platforms, trying to make a name for himself and linking up with Tasha K and linking up with T.S. Madison and linking up with all of these other vloggers. If y'all notice, do y'all not notice? You don't see me on a lot of other people's programs, and y'all don't see me over there doing whatever with a whole bunch of other people and trying to link up with other content creators. Have y'all not noticed that? Y'all don't notice? There's a reason behind that. I just don't do that. I believe whatever God has for me is for me. And I don't, you know, and I'm not saying that I won't ever go and do interviews with other people, but I'll be strategic about it. But that's just not something I do. I'm concentrating on what I'm supposed to be doing and giving the commentary that I'm supposed to be doing and building this community over here. I think we have enough, and I think there is enough in the world so that everybody can be themselves and get whatever they need from the world. And so that's just simple as that. You were a co-host, sir. I'm just saying.
Huh?
Yes, huh? You were co-host.
That's the ego. That something starts happening in the logic to where people start thinking there's something they're not. And I must say that I
kind of like you, Larry. You're thinking you're something you're not.
Take responsibility of some of that, because I make sure people drive, wear, live nice that help me.
No, you make sure that the people who live next to you and help you are able to be around your environment. And to tell you the truth, here's the deal. According to Vincent said you controlled his money. If he said he couldn't even buy a candy bar without you having to say about it. That's called manipulation. That's called witchcraft. That's called because the scripture talks about witchcraft being the spirit of control. That's just controlling. You have a controlling nature. And of course you all drive, live, surround nicely because y'all using all of the MBN, the My Bread Basket Now network funds to fund your toxic and toxicity. I'm just saying.
And you think.
That's my opinion.
You know, because people do this new thing now. Because I birth contractors. If you start being a contractor with me, I'm going to make you be better in your business. And really, if you're a contractor, I'm your client. And that's true.
You see how stupid that sounds? If you're a contractor, I'm your client. And that's true. Nigga, what? What are you saying? This is like one fish, two fish, three fish. Oh my God, fool.
But they do this thing now to where like, as my client. Okay, well, if you lose me as a client, how much money your business got? So let's make sure this perspective is correct. But there's some stuff going on in this world. I don't know what is happening. And then they said this. Now, this ain't what somebody tell me. Because I'll make you show me proof. And I really don't care. So don't nobody say me nothing. Because I don't care. I'm in Dubai.
Now, he talking about narcissistic behavior and people thinking more of themselves. Oh, I don't care what people say because I'm in Dubai. Here's the thing, you all. Don't buy into the foolishness.
Wait a minute. I want to get some good perspective. I do not care. Somebody sent me something today or something that somebody said a year ago. I said, why are you sending me this? I want you to know, but why I care? I'm in Dubai. I can go anywhere in the world I want to at any given time and take whoever I want to, and they ain't got to spend $1. In fact,
well, that's what most men do for their harem of women that they keep. They take them wherever they want them to go, and they typically take them away so that they can do whatever they do. But I'm just saying, listen here, Larry, that you ain't fooling nobody.
I can do that, and probably about 30 of the people I'm mentoring today, if I said meet me 2 days in Israel, they could do it because they're on my financial wellness plan. I'm receiving their teruma. They're seeding in the ministry. Their credit is
teruma, and that's another thing. Me and the moderators, y'all do understand that just means offering or gift. They try to make these things seem super spiritual, but when you look at it, the etymology of the words, it's not all that deep. And if you're giving to them, you're welcome to give to whoever you want to give to. The only thing that I would simply say is, if you believe the scripture and if you believe the word, you most certainly, as far as the scripture is concerned, will have to give an account to that. And if you're funding folks' dysfunction, you're going to have to give an account for that too. So that's all I'm saying.
Good.
Moving right along.
This is real over here. This ain't made up. Why are you even telling me something? I don't care about that. It does not matter. I sleep good at night. Why are you sending me this? I'm sleeping. I'm okay.
How you sleeping good at night, Larry, when you say you have to have people come and rub your head and put a bobby pin in your ear in order for you to fall asleep? Come on, bro. Sleeping well with a bobby pin stuck in your ear? It's very interesting. I'm just saying. All right. No, you make sure the people around you are codependent on you, and if you, in an attempt to secure their loyalty, so it seems unethical if and when they try to find their independence from you. You're fucking goofy. Well said. You know what? I'm gonna leave that up. Just wait a minute. Let me leave that up for just one more time. Let me leave that up one more time. That's good. And very well said. Very well said. Trey, that was very well said, bro. Yeah. Yeah, he does talk a lot of shit. He really does. He really, really does. He really, really does. But I'm so glad y'all can see it. And it's not just me. Because sometimes I'll be feeling like, am I tripping? This ninja. I'm okay. But he does. He talks a lot of crap.
Look around me, how much love. Did you not just see this event me and all of my partners had? It's not open to the public. It was partners.
And they were in a little small hotel room in the dark worshiping. And they was in the dark because the videos are out there.
These are people that we're connected. This is real.
They were in the dark. It's
not no fluff and no fake. These are not fans.
No, they are fans.
So why are you coming to? I do not care. I do not care about that. And I'm not saying certain things because I just don't want nobody to be jealous.
Really? Oh, I'm in Dubai. So you ain't say that because you wanted to take a shot at somebody? Oh, I'm in Dubai. As if people care. No one cares.
It's God keeps his promises. He keeps his promises.
You know what I think? I think God causes it to rain on the just as well as the unjust. And even the scripture says the wicked man seems to prosper in his way. Wicked people always seem like they're prospering. And so if you over there and you're upset with a family member, you're upset with somebody that you see looks like they're doing well, understand something. A lot of them people are not doing well because they don't have peace in their heart. They can't sleep well at night. And a lot of times people are having to travel all around the country and all around the world because they don't want to get the type of treatment that they need on American soil. And they can't get the type of treatment that they need on American soil. So they go all of these different places and hiding out what they're doing. And so they think they're being slick, but in most cases, you're going to be found out sooner or later.
Oh my God, so I can see how preachers and people get caught up in bragging, but I ain't anybody to do that.
Sound like he bragging to me.
Just know, and to tell you the truth, big money, big favor is pretty quiet.
So if big money and big favor is quiet, then why is Larry so loud? I'm just saying.
Just know everything is all right, and it's okay. And let me tell you what,
I can't write
somebody,
this stuff.
and I ain't even told, if you're in the chat and you're in stakeholders level, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. Somebody like tried to get us and started taking money out of PayPal.
Now y'all hear me. Now notice he's saying somebody tried to get us and they was taking money out of PayPal. There's always this stuff always goes to money. And for a couple of years ago, somebody was telling me that he said something about the accountant or somebody who was responsible for money was stealing money from them, thousands of dollars. And now he's talking about somebody was stealing money from the PayPal. And for those of you that used to be partners with Larry, in a minute, I'm gonna ask you guys to send over those emails of him keep trying to, get into your bank account. And let me just stop this and take this station break to tell you in a minute, those of you that were a part of that Patreon and y'all keep putting in all of these chain emails and he keeps trying to re-hit up your bank account. I'm going to be putting you guys all in a group and I'm going to tell you what we're going to do with that information at a later time. But yeah, he's doing something. Well, that's a good question. I don't know if he's running or not, but it's a good question. Somebody said I almost choked on the corn chips. Somebody said it's called playing out, not to be found out. Now, Erica, you're going to have to educate me because, I ain't no street dude. So that sounds like some street terminology stuff that I don't even really know. It's called paying out, not to be found out. Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. Now I get what you're saying. So he's paying them out so he won't be found out. Oh, okay. I feel you. I feel you on that. Oh, I got you now. Now I got you. I'm a little slow because I'm a church guy. We've got and testimony of how much fun those trips are. It's giving stinky. Okay. All right. And Ashley, you probably do have the knowledge. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all know more than me. This is crazy.
Fraud that they had given, they want it back.
I'd want my money back for dealing with you too. All right.
I don't know what happened, but 3 weeks ago, every dime of it started coming right back. I said, where does these big deposits coming from?
Now, this is the subtle thing to get other people to keep giving and to send them money because he's trying to tell you big deposits are coming in. This is all a scheme and a scam.
PayPal saying, we investigated, it was fraud, here's your money back. Let me tell you something. All you got to do is write. It don't matter what nobody is saying about you. Heaven got the record. He know every intent. Even if you want 100% perfect and right, he know your intention was proper, and intention rules the world.
I don't think your intention was right, and I think we've always been able to see it, especially when it relates to the poop on the peen. Poop on the peen. We understand your intention wasn't right, sir. And I don't want to make light of anybody's circumstance or situation, but Larry, you're so full of it, I can't. And I'm trying not to curse because I want people to be able to get through this video here.
Oh my God.
Because people they just so butthurt when I say a cuss word.
He wrote a $100,000 check to cover what Prophet E.J. Newton did to a donor. I repeat. Let me repeat again.
I don't care if he wrote a $100,000 check. Well, when y'all in on the scam together, and it's kind of like this. It's kind of like what Bernard Jordan is having to do with that non-singing ass son of his. Y'all know Manasseh, Manazaret, the Manazaret. What's his name? Manasseh, Manazaret. You know him, the guy who, you know, thinks he's some sort of opera singer who can't sing a lick, and just for the sake of me being myself, I'm gonna be myself. He got told, you know, he's singing, run around, and black people, you know, you're clapping, you know, because you don't want to hurt his feelings, and because you know, we love our opera singers, the ones that are good, but this dude is running around, Amazing Grace. We don't want to hear this shit. And his son sucks. He doesn't sing very well, and we just sit and go along with this stupidness. And anyway, let me go on. Just foolishness. He wrote a check because he was in on the scam. Me gato. Get out of here.
I don't know if y'all don't understand what it takes to sit at the front of a movement and take and take and take and take and take and do and take. You have got to be mentally strong. And what bothered me is I looked at my friend and he was hurting. See, I wasn't hurt by Voldemort's thing at all. It was the people around me.
Now he claiming he wasn't hurt by Vincent. Okay.
Whose name got stuff that wasn't in their business. They didn't even do nothing to him.
Well, why are you talking about it, Ninja?
But what did hurt me, and let me see, how can I say this, was another situation with another person who I've loved from their birth. That hurt me. None of that other stuff touched me.
I wonder, and I don't want to get into anybody's business, Daryl. I don't know if you're still in the chat. He said he known him since birth, but he got involved with another situation. Could that be Chamaco's son's situation that he might be referring to? Just things that make me go, that hurt you because your wife's son decided that he didn't want to be around toxic people who keep trying to control him as an 18-year-old, and y'all are trying to, you know, over there getting him with that old brainwash stuff, and he want to go out and live his life. Let me tell y'all something. I wish that young man the best, and I hope he find him a job and just start working and getting some independence so he don't need them people. Yeah, you got to work. But Daryl, I'm just telling you, it sounds like the situation with that young man with Chamaco's with Larry's wife's son. Because y'all do know Chamaco is the real wife. That the Chamaco's the wife. That's just all I'm saying. Everybody else was just the bitch on the side, but Chamaco the wife.
I literally did not feel it. Somebody sent me clips about they were saying I'm losing sleep. I'm like, you know, you just never really knew me. I'm sleeping so good. I'm just trying to keep people from going to jail who ready to fight and shoot and kill. That hurt me. And that is a pain that I know I haven't said it that one, but I know it's there. And when I was listening to Prophet Lovy, it's like I was looking at my pain being expressed in a way that I haven't allowed myself to express it. And that's me being really, really real. Really, really real. My sister done said so. What she said? Oh Jesus, I was, and my name not in. Right.
Well, I'm just telling you. Yeah, people brought certain people into their statements in order to add validity to their statements so that people could understand. Now, you know what? Somebody left a comment on one of my videos that we talked about the other day. They said, well, Vincent and Larry bring receipts, and Marcellus, you don't bring receipts. This whole video is a daggum receipt, you dumb. I'm trying to get you to see and to listen to what is being said, you fool. The whole video is a receipt. I'm showing you the misstatements. The man done said in the video he lies. Larry told you in this video he is a liar. Don't do that no more. Because then I'm gonna just start blocking y'all. I don't block you because I don't really care to block you unless you get rude and disrespectful. But some of y'all, I'm just gonna start blocking you because now you're just being ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yes, prophetic word when you gotta be real mature. So you gotta be careful what you're asking God for. And I ain't never really asked for all this. What I asked to use me. It was very vague. I didn't know it was gonna turn into all of this. But anyway, and so
you went on the internet, Larry, on 2015 and started talking about churches and pastors and kind of much what we do over here at this channel. And when you got to Andrea Garrison sort of helped you launch your platform to a greater level. And then the Juanita Bynum story and some of that other stuff that took off. Yes, Miss Erica, he is Smeagol. He is absolutely Smeagol. He looked like Smeagol. I'm just saying. That's Larry.
He wrote, I want y'all to hear this. Not of church money. He wrote $100,000. How many of you got $1,000 right now? Put a one in the chat if you got $1,000 right now.
Now, them fools that put that one in that chat, I would not even be surprised if Larry start calling stuff. They're going to go back and check them names. And next thing you know, they're going to be prophesying to you and telling you need to give a $300, $400, $500 seed. Y'all so stupid and slow. Y'all just don't know the game.
I want to give a visual. One, come on.
You know what, Ashley? I wish people could see this. I, honest to God, wish people could see the manipulative, narcissistic tactic that he does. What Ashley just put up on this screen, in my opinion, is the absolute truth. He takes a scenario that has nothing to do with him, and he cunningly, like a snake, wraps his situation and his stuff around it and try to make it like it's like his situation. He absolutely does that, Ashley. I swear he does this, Ashley, and it irritates my soul. But the only thing is, I'm my job on this channel. I point out all of these issues and I talk to you guys about all these guys. But yes, that absolutely is the case. Let me just say this. Y'all need to support the channel. Grab you a membership, send a cash app to this channel. Make sure that I can be ready for Saturday's live. I've got three new stories, plus a update on one of the stories that I need to cover. So Saturday, I need you guys to hit me up and y'all just support the channel. So I appreciate that. Make sure y'all do that. Please support the channel. Uncle Fred is on point tonight with that, and I really do appreciate that. What you say? Trey says, relax. Everybody over there is soft as cotton. Ain't nobody trying to fight for real. Yeah, I know. And you know what, to be honest with you, Trey, I had to calm down because, I go back and forth to Charlotte Douglas. I'm always in North Carolina. And I had to stop praying to run into these people in the airport because I'm like, I'm ready. Because I'm tired. I'm really tired. I'm like, and then you're going to get out here and keep calling these people all out their name, calling Vincent Voldemort and all of this kind of foolishness after you done did all the things that you done did. Better go somewhere with all that drama, lying. That's the part that gets me. Let me see. That's the part that really gets me.
I ain't about to ask you for $1,000 seed. Okay, look at this.
This is the video.
He took 100 of those. He took 100 of those. That give y'all the right visual. If you still hold cash, stack 100 and then multiply it in your imagination 100 times and see how far that go. He took 100 of his $1,000 and gave it to someone on the behalf of E.J. Newton. This after living in the house and doing all this stuff while doing all this stuff, and he still did this. The Voldemort, that we call him Voldemort. North of $200,000, probably closer to $300,000 they got out of me in that year I hired them back.
So now he's talking about Vincent. He goes into Vincent. He says, when I hired Vincent back, Vincent got me for $300,000. $300,000, Vincent. That's what the man said he gave you. Now wait a minute. I ain't gonna go there because I don't need to know your business, but something ain't right here. Something just ain't right. In the words of Keith Sweat, something just ain't right. Y'all know I'm crazy, but I'm just saying something ain't right with these numbers. That's why I said it's a RICO. It's RICO. You think the YSL RICO trial is a mess? I would love to see them give an account for all of this stuff up in the court because something ain't right. Something ain't right.
They left the ministry in 2016. I was still in my home, but it was cool. Hired him back in 21, almost worked a year, but had a fireman, didn't work out. I'm not easy to work with, and I require a lot. I'm gonna put it on me, so it didn't work. Paid him another set, so all of that is about $300,000. So I want you to count 300,000.
Now listen at this, Vincent. He trying to get people to think that he done paid you $300,000 in a year's time. I'm just saying. Now let me also answer this question here. Walking in Love, we're gonna do our Friday night show when y'all can free me up so that I don't have to be out here working all extra hard on my Friday nights. That's why y'all need to support the channel. And honestly, I'll let you guys know when I'm getting really free. And I don't want to give y'all no number because I don't want people to think I'm on the internet begging or I'm just trying to get you guys to give me just so I can do that stuff. But I got stuff that I need to solve, and one major issue that once that gets solved, then I'm free every Friday and I can do my shows and I can have a lot more time with Daryl. And the same way with Daryl, because Daryl's going to be free probably in a couple of weeks or so, but then I'm not going to be free. So, it's going to be like Daryl's going to be by himself. So just support the show, guys. That's all I'm saying. Back onto the deal here.
And then came out here and told.
Now, this is where it gets good to me. I like this part. Y'all listen. Now, this is the cunning. Told what, Larry? What did he tell, Larry? The truth? Did he tell about what you had done? Did he give validity to Levantre's story? What did he do? He told. So, you're really mad at the fact that somebody told on you. Oh, okay, I get it.
That I put my peen in their breadbasket and in their mouth when we first met years ago when me and my wife was busted up.
So now he's saying, I put my peen in their breadbasket and in their mouth when we first met, when me and my wife was busted up. Now, I don't know the time frame because, see, this is where things get wicked wacky. When Vincent told the story, and then when Larry came back and told the story, Larry said that they met around, and Vincent said he met him around when he was in college or, hanging out of a window or something when he was a young man or a young pastor. So something about this story just is off to me. So was you but I don't think at that time you and your wife was off. She was the first lady of the church. Y'all was together. I'm confused. So maybe somebody else can clear this up for me. I don't know. It just don't make sense. The numbers, the math ain't mathing, and the years ain't adding up for me.
Why was that anybody's business?
Why was anything that you talk about anybody's business, Larry? I'm just saying.
But why was that? But what was that?
I'm just saying.
And we did it over and over and over and over years. You count from the first time to the last time was 13 years. Why was that anybody's business?
So now you're admitting to the fact that you did do it over a 13-year span. And see, this is what I'm saying about him lying. Remember one time he said, we only did it one time. I think that was earlier in the video. And now he's coming through telling you, we did it over and over a 13-year span of time.
Well, you want everybody to know you're a bottom?
So now he's trying to shame the man. You want everybody to know you're a bottom? Y'all, Larry's so funny to me. I can't stop laughing. Here's a funny thing. Here's what I want to tell y'all. It don't make no sense. It really makes no sense for him to be so disrespectful of these folks because they told the truth about him. And there's no, I'm not giving anybody disrespect because of how they choose to live their life. Because I have a lot of people over here that support this channel. All sorts of people support the Mad Church Disease channel because you guys know I'm out of the institution and I don't believe in hating anybody. I love everybody. I think that is the greatest commandment that Jesus said we're supposed to be trying to live up to, is to show everybody love. And love doesn't necessarily mean that we can't have a debate or disagreement. It just simply means I'm supposed to be respectful. You coming out here saying, oh, you want everybody to know you a bottom, is you trying to disrespect the man. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I think you a bottom, but that's just my opinion. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, what is that? That's why they said me Chess Manager was saying, why? Friend, why? Because it's no point. And then to say it's divine, I'm praying. Because there's something wrong. Somebody said no bottom shaming, Atlanta. No, that's not bottom shaming. First of all, if you follow my platform, you know I think bottoms are probably more men than tops.
Now, did you hear what this man just said? If you follow my platform, somebody in the chat said, oh, you're bottom shaming. Then he said this stuff he's saying. This man's something else.
Because of all of what it has to go through. It looks like it's very terribly pleasurable. Even if I could or would bottom, I wouldn't, because I'm scared of that level of pleasure on what I would do with that. You know, men, we have a shaft, we have our scrotum, and we go crazy with putting it everywhere like dogs. So if a bottom has that and their prostate is overactive, I'm sort of glad that the Lord made me as he made me.
And listen to the foolishness. Oh, I'm glad that the Lord made me as he made me. Listen here, you all. Listen to me. Larry is something else. Larry is something else. Larry is something else. Larry's something else. Larry's something else. He's something else. And, you know, but many years ago, I figured out that all of these stories are going to keep coming out, because as long as you're dealing with men and you're dealing with human beings, you're dealing with men and women, we're human beings, these stories are always going to be coming out, because people are always trying to put themselves on a level that they don't belong on. That's just a fact. It's an absolute fact. And God is going to always show us the humanity of these other individuals so that we will stop putting these people up on these pedestals. And we're constantly waving these people in the face of God, talking about, oh, these people are men and women of God. No, these people are people just like you and me. They don't have no special anointing. They ain't been endowed with nothing greater, because the scripture says God has given to every man the measure of faith. Every man has the measure of faith. I'm just saying, God can give it to everybody. Now, you can exercise it differently. You can use it differently. You can dive deeper into the scripture to understand things different. But this is a toxic behavior from this dude. I swear it is. And I agree. I totally agree. Trey, I agree 1000%. And you know what? To tell you the truth, for those of us that's been in church, we all know that anytime a preacher gets fixated on a specific thing, normally they got problems. That's why I don't like that Wooten fella, Pastor Wooten, or whatever his name is, over there at the Church of God in Christ. I don't like that man. I don't like that man because he always fixated on them LGBTQIA folks. He loved to talk about them people. And it's just been my experience in church that when people focus on certain things,
because that's a whole lot of pleasure to maintain. And I don't think men cut out for it. Oh, you said it was a joke. You know you can't put stuff in my chat. I get into a real conversation.
And you don't really get into a real conversation. You really don't. And as y'all can see, I still have time left on all of this, but I don't want us to be over here for a 3-hour live again. So what I'm probably going to do is I'll do the rest of my commentary and I'll put it up for those of you that, I'll make it, or y'all tell me if y'all want me to do it, keep going. Y'all want me to keep going or y'all want me to stop? I'm gonna let y'all tell me. Because I honestly, I don't want to keep y'all here but too long. We've been here for over 2 hours. Let me see. He wanted everybody to know he was a top because he said it out of his own mouth. Yeah, I know. And Ashley, I agree. He's so self-hating. He sure is self-hating. Now you said something there. Now you said something there. I don't know why he goes over there. I'm not, and I have my thoughts on why he goes over there, but I don't know if those things are true. What I be thinking. Judas says keep going. Judas says keep going. Fred says keep going. All right, y'all want me to keep going? All right, let's keep going. I'm just saying. All right. All right. So we'll keep going. I'm gonna let this get over there. Here we go.
Don't do that. Prophet Lovy, he might come out of bag on me, is so terribly soft-hearted. Terribly. And he was talking to me while talking to the people around him, and that man is hurt. And Prophet EJ, they said, don't get off track, please, because I'm about to go. I got you, baby boy. He didn't realize, but his eyes were very glossy, and like, you know when you about to cry and you get all that water sitting right there, and he's talking. The glasses, no, they're heat up. That's the only thing I don't like about him, but I like him so much. But right there, they'll get heated up and make a fog. I said, Prophet Lovy, I know you hurt. He said, yes. Because that's $100,000 out of his children's mouth. He got a new baby, just got married.
All right. And let's just be clear. Just because a pastor or preacher pays money, I think the money that was paid was to keep the scam going. You're going to protect the individual to keep the scam going. That's why Bernard Jordan's been paying all that money for Manazaret. Wait a minute, I didn't say his name right. Manasseh. I call him Manazaret. Manazaret, y'all know he's got all these charges against him in New York for doing all them damn robocalls and keep calling people and disturbing them all at their home when they trying to have dinner and stuff. If y'all never seen those videos, we probably need to do a live and just watch those videos and laugh about them white folks complaining over there in New York because this boy done got their information and he keep calling them and talking about he got all of these prophecies and all of this stuff for these people. I'm just saying. His daddy been paying money to keep that boy out of jail.
Not deserve this. He's probably more embarrassed than hurt. Why would Prophet Lovy be embarrassed? No, he's not embarrassed.
No, he is embarrassed. He most certainly is embarrassed. How you talking about the man not embarrassed?
I get what you're saying, D'Angelo. It's not true. It's not true. That's not how money works. A lot of times people that don't have $100,000 or don't have means, they have these falsities about money. The only difference between somebody who can write $100,000 check and somebody write $1,000 check is one has way more responsibility than the others. That's not how it works. So don't ever believe that. There's no such thing. Even if we say in a moment, that's just $100,000. A lot of times it's probably our ego talking, but because we probably got $1 million over here tied up in this property, 10 million over here tied up over here, we're speaking as relates to what else we got going on.
Well, see, this is where they get into that narcissistic bragging, talking about what they got and what they don't have.
Moving and shaking. But that's not how that works. More money, more problems, yeah. More money, more problems, but also more opportunities. More money, more problems, but also more choices and more options. Yeah. So don't ever believe that.
Now, is he talking about masseuses, those male masseuses that he means more options, more money, more options? Is that what he mean? Does he mean he'll have more Lester Petiers? I don't know what he means by
about that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's listen to what else he said. And then I'm going to finish all of what I got to say about betrayal. This is horrible. Now I'm getting texts from people that's working with EJ.
Who cares that you're getting texts from people that are working with the other man? Just say what you got to say so we can move on, sir. I'm just saying. This
saying you don't even know what's coming out and what's happening.
Imagine how many people are going to be saved from hell. I'm not calling names. I don't want to get a cease and desist. So we're gonna fight with percents. So nobody say, "Oh, cease and desist. Don't say this about me. Don't say that." I'm not calling anybody's name. If the shoe fits, you put it on.
EJ might be from Africa, but he doesn't recognize these folks love to send out these cease and desist, don't they, Larry?
If the shoe fits, you wear it. I tell you this, people are going to hell. Many people are going to hell. Many people are going to hell.
They love this fear-based religion. I swear they do.
This took a lot from me.
Oh, here we go.
This has taken a lot from me.
What has? Going for being broke.
This is one of the most difficult things I've had to do.
I can't. Oh my God.
And this is the sad part about Larry's personality. He in the back tomorrow. What has going from nobody knowing your name and being broke, and now you got money. And he trying to say that the whole reason why this man has money is because of his attachment to the other fellow.
Prophet Lovy called this man a friend and someone that he trusted. You will never understand a Judas until you're deep in ministry and can't have too many in your group. Come on now, rainbow in the sky. All right, so let me. Okay, everybody. So y'all give me them people that I said, Mark. Give me again. Somebody write it up. Who? Somebody put it in here for me so I can pin it, and then I'm gonna tell you the rest of what I got to say about betrayal, and use this to just to look out for yourself. Somebody said he sound like Prophet Lovy. Yeah, because that's who he cloned. That's whose spirit he set up under.
That's who he cloned. That's whose spirit he set up.
It don't
under.
have nothing to do with the accent. You can tell how he approaches.
It does have something to do with the accent, sir. It most certainly does.
Conversation. Look, you can, come on now, bruh. All right, so toxic ambition. Toxic ambition will poison relationships. EJ Newton, you have poisoned your relationship with Prophet Lovy indefinitely, and it'll never be the same.
Well, if you stick your peen in somebody's mouth and breadbasket, have you not ruined the relationship that you've had with that person, and it'll never be the same? I'm just saying, if you molest a person and let's say because you say he said it out of his own mouth that he put his mouth in somebody's breadbasket in their mouth. Now that wasn't molestation because that person was grown. But doesn't that change the nature of the relationship? I'm just saying it changes.
And you're doing it for personal gain. And you're being disloyal. It's
how are you being disloyal? And why does he have to be loyal?
Horrible. Mark those people who are overly focused on personal achievements.
So when you come to work for Larry and you surrounded by Larry don't want you to have no ambition. He don't want you to have no personal goals for yourself. Larry just wants somebody over there who don't have a pot to piss in, nor a window to throw it out of. He just wants you to be subject to him and have complete loyalty to him. Does that not sound sick to you? Does that not sound crazy to you?
And disregard how they handle people on their way to what it is they're trying to build and do.
And I asked my followers in the private chat this week, y'all tell me one person that Larry has ever mentored or brought to the forefront of society that is a successful person. Tell me one. He always building himself up as some great coach and mentor. Who has Larry ever brought out that's been successful that we would know? Shit, we didn't even know Larry's ass. And he ain't that successful. He think he is. It's all fluff. It's smoke and mirrors.
That's toxic ambition. Toxic ambition says, I am going to betray my loyalty to a friendship that I had, not have, because I can use it to get numbers online or members in my church. Toxic ambition.
But don't you have toxic ambition at the Larry Reid live show? Because aren't you trying to get numbers online? Isn't that what you're trying to do? Y'all kill me with that foolishness. Everybody on the internet trying to get numbers online. Don't be stupid. You get on my nerves with that.
Chamaco says, I don't care if what he's saying is true. Why?
Now listen at the wife. Now this is battered wife syndrome talking. So Chamaco puts in the chat, I don't even care what the other man is saying is true. What? It's like a woman who's been abused by a man, and then when she gets confronted by the abuse that she's suffering through, she said, oh, but he say he loved me though. He just, and I tell dudes, my friends, I'd be like, you can't beat her up and fuck and fuck at the same time. I'm sorry. As a man, I don't even know how you would want to be smacking your wife around and she got a black eye and you over there trying to enjoy the box and your wife over here with a bloodshot eye, or your girl over here with a bloodshot eye. Something's wrong with you. Something's wrong with you, dude. And you do need professional help, because this is what they want to do. That's battered wife syndrome. That's somebody over there that's used to getting smacked up, that's used to being torn down, that's used to being subjugated to somebody else. And that's exactly what that kind of behavior is. That's exactly what it is. Chamaco say, I don't even care if it's true. What?
That's the thing. All right. Lack of personal identity and worth. These are individuals.
So now you don't have you got a lack of personal identity and worth. Because Larry said this is all about betrayal. So if you go against these folks, he's saying you have a lack of identity and personal worth. Ninja.
Those who struggle with self-identity and feelings of inadequacy, these people are prone to betrayal. When they have access to people of greatness.
And see, this is the thing. Who's the people of greatness that you're talking to, Larry? Are you putting yourself in this category? Level of greatness? What level of greatness do you have, Larry, except you go out and you buy stuff and you dress yourself up? And I keep trying to tell you, it doesn't matter how you dress a pig, he's still a pig.
They're prone to betrayal. Why? Because they can all of a sudden have some significance overnight by using your name to gain fame. Put your name in their title online. Are y'all with me here? Let's keep going. Let's talk more about the lack of identity and worth. When working closely with someone who embodies the qualities that they lack.
So now Larry said, when you work closely with somebody, you lack those same qualities. So that's what makes you prone to be betrayal, because you lack the same qualities. Let me tell y'all something. My first interaction with Larry, for those of you that don't know, he hit me up in my text message And because we were talking, and the people was getting on him about him talking about the church. And I sent him a message one day. I was walking in Target. I say, Larry, don't worry about what they saying. Just keep doing what you're doing. That's when I was, texting. And all right. And so he hit me up one day. He said, oh, I could help you with your program if you want to do a show and all this stuff. I said, Larry, I don't need your help. I don't need your help. And it offended him. It really offended him because he thought I was one of those people that needed him in order for me to do what I do. I don't need you. And he got pissed off behind it. And then and there's a whole nother story behind that, and I ain't got time. I ain't got time. Let me see what y'all saying. Chamaco is legendary dumb. He has been abused the worst over there. That boy is broken. Yeah, he broken. He really is broken. He very broken. There's a video of a young lady who was homeless at the time asking for help, who was at Lovy's church. Staff felt she made the story up for help. Offer her 3 nights in a hotel. She went in on them. Oh, somebody need to send me that video. Oh, please send me a link to that video. Oh my goodness. Send me a link.
I ain't gonna say it the way Ty said it. When they embodied the qualities that they lack, they envy that they have. It turns to resentment, and it leads to betrayal.
He's saying when you lack those qualities, you resent it, and it's going to lead you to betray them. No, what about the behaviors of the person who is perpetrating things against that individual? This is the same thing in church culture that I don't like. We always put everything out for the person in the pew. It's the person who's sitting in the pew fault that the pastor's sleeping with the members. Some kind of way it ends up being the people in the pew's fault, which I don't understand that whole mentality. I don't understand that. Me personally, I don't get it. I don't get it. I do not get it. Let me turn this up. Let me turn that light on because one of them is going out.
See, envy is the desire for what someone else has, and that leads to a resentment.
No, the Bible says you're being covetous. The King James Version talks about being covetous because you're envious of what other people have and you want what they have. And that's really the problem with our generation right now. Everybody's stunning for the gram, and you're looking at all these people living this life, and you think, you're not comfortable with your life. And so you out here wishing and hoping to have somebody else's life, which leads to murder, which a lot of people going and murdering other people, stealing their stuff and doing all of their stuff. And that's why the Bible talks about not doing those things. You need to learn how to be content no matter where you're at in your life. Listen, I have learned if I got one bowl, one plate, and one fork and one spoon, how to be content where I'm at. Y'all need to learn how to be content where you at. And don't let these people get you buying in all of this stuff.
But a jealousy is a little bit different. And for me, jealousy ain't that big of a deal. But that envy is evil.
Yes, he did say it.
See, when people got envy in their heart, they diminish your achievements and say things like, it could be better if.
No, if you hire a person to help you and to work with you, that person is stepping in their role. And if they see something, you pay them the money to help you. And if there are things that they see could be better, that's their job to tell you, you numbskull. You just do not have the maturity to understand that, and you don't know how to build leaders. So you take offense to everything that people say to you. That's you.
Or it was better when I.
Now he's talking about Vincent. He's talking about Vincent now.
Envy. Envy is evil. And the early signs now. Some of the early signs is the one that's excessive with that praise, real excessive, or that one that competes. Ooh, let me tell y'all, this happens to me all the time. I start seeing people in my church dressing the way I dress.
Now this is this narcissistic crap, and I already know. Let me tell y'all something, and I'm gonna find it for y'all. Larry can't dress. Let me tell y'all something. Larry copies other people. let me tell y'all something. When Larry first come to the internet, Larry had on these flower shirts, these Hawaiian shirts, button all the way up to the top, like them apostolic people do. Y'all know how them apostolic folk are. Apostolic folks go to the beach with a whole jean dress outfit. They be in the water. I'm sorry to all my apostolics out there. They be at the beach with a whole jean dress in the water, slopping around with all his heavy old garments. Larry used to have these shirts on, be buttoned all the way up to the top of his neck. I'm just saying, Larry's full of it. And from what I heard, he be copying off some other people too. So, and from what I've been able to see, I just know that's the truth.
What I'm wearing, using my words, moving like me, talking like me.
He's so full of himself.
Singing like me. Using my, because a certain, I can rip and run, but there's a certain Larry Reid way.
Listen to me, Larry. When God invented riffs and runs, he didn't stop with you. And did you get them polyps on your throat fixed? Oh, let me move on.
It's different than anybody that you can find.
Well, you're your own unique self, dummy. God has made every individual unique. What is wrong with this man?
All of a sudden, they're prophetic.
Now, this is Vincent. He's so mad at Vincent, he don't know what to do.
What?
He's so mad at Vincent.
I'm helping y'all pay attention. Look around, because this can be your sibling. We got the scriptures for that. So it prays competition, imitation, criticism, not critique, but criticism. They feel good to say, oh, well, the camera quality, the sound quality, the visuals weren't.
Well, if that's their level of expertise and that's where they're growing and showing, and you hire them to work in a specific area, if your visuals are jacked up, that's what they're going to say.
Here we go.
I'm just saying. I know that's what I did when I
What
came
you
on the
mean,
internet.
Valerie? This is so messy.
I help all of my.
What does that mean? Explain that.
When I came online, I started helping everybody.
So I don't be dragged you or blocked you. You can't just come here and send comments like that, because we be
dragged you or blocked you. No, it's drag you or block you. The word is you, Y-O-U, not you. I don't know if them teeth in your mouth, are not allowing you to speak properly, but you sound foolish. Dragged you. No, dragged you. No, it's not how the word is pronounced.
Looking over here under eye for the devil.
I'm just saying. Y'all leave me alone.
My sister said, not this sibling. I know not you, but it can be. It's in the scripture. Cain, Abel. It can be your spouse. See, let's see. It can be your spouse. She said, wow, okay, y'all have a good evening. We gave you space to clear.
And see, this is how Larry manipulates Lisa. Talking about, oh, it could be your spouse. And he says the things the way he says it. And I don't understand Lisa. Y'all better pray for me, because I be trying to figure out, her self-esteem must be really, 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 really low.
Clarify.
I'm just
so you
saying.
Probably came in here talking and not knowing what we're talking about. So now you're blocked. You can never comment again.
All right, you all. I've been here for over 2 hours and 25 minutes. Thank y'all so very much for coming to the program. Shoot, we might end up, we're at the 43-minute 08 mark. There's not really very much more I need to say about this. You guys, bottom line is, the man is a liar. Bottom line, the man is a liar. And you heard it. You heard about this stuff about the art of betrayal. You heard about how he tried to correlate the things between him and Vincent and so forth. It was just ridiculous. If you have not hit the like button, hit the like button. I ain't going nowhere yet. Y'all stay put, because I want to talk a little bit more. But I want you guys to support this channel. I had over 200 and some of you guys here, and I only got 125 likes. Y'all need to hit the like button. There's 184 of you right now, I believe on YouTube. I got over 200 of y'all watching. Can y'all please hit the like button over there on YouTube? On YouTube, hit the like button for me, please. I would really, really appreciate it. It's free. It don't cost you nothing. It don't cost you anything. Let me see. Do you know how many concerts I sat through embarrassed because the whole room is laughing at Reid sounding like a damn ghost? Wait a minute. Listen here, Trey. Real talk. I sent my moderators a video one time. I sent my moderators a video. I said, I want y'all to listen to Larry sing this song. My moderators came back. When I tell you we was on the phone dying laughing. When I say we was on the phone laughing so hard, we were just like, I can't believe he went out in public and yodeled like that. I mean, it was like a yodel. It was so out of his key, out of his range. Now, don't get me wrong, because I can give credit to where credit is due. I believe Larry's got a talent. Yes, Larry's talented in that, in coming up with these little songs and little singings, because it sounds like little jingles to me. God, what the song he have? God don't really play about me. That ain't a real, you know what I mean? That's just something, you put in your car, you listen to. Oh, that's a nice little song, So, I mean, I could give the man credit for that. But the man is, I agree with Gerald. Gerald said it. I didn't say it. I'm just saying. And I say the same thing. Larry Reid lies. That's all he do is lie. But this is a true statement. I sent that shit to my moderators, and me and the moderators been laughing ever since. And I'm sorry to say, it's just the truth. It's just, and there's another video out right now about some dude. He hollering at the top of his voice. These men out here doing this, you hollering at the top of your voice trying to sound like a woman. It's not a good look. You look stupid and you sound stupid. You sound even dumber. That's all I'm saying. So the point of this video and why I made this video is so that you all will understand. When these preachers demand loyalty, it is steeped in narcissism. It is steeped in witchcraft. It is steeped in these people trying to control you, control the way you think, control your ability to speak out once you've been victimized, because their whole idea is to keep you a victim. He says, oh, well, you shouldn't. It was nobody's business for you to come out and say what I had done. It's everybody's business for me to come out and say what you did. Fool, you violated me. So what are you trying to say, that the violation, I'm supposed to just keep the violation to myself and I'm not supposed to speak about it? My point to you all is this: don't be fooled. And don't take that stuff like that, and don't take it lying down. Understand that you have a voice. You need to use your voice, and you should not allow anybody to make you feel inferior because you're using your voice. Your voice is all you have when you're put in those types of circumstances. And I think sometimes they suck the soul right out of you so that you lose your voice. Because our tradition talks about the soul is your mind, your will, your emotion. So if they have gotten to your soul, they're going to make you emotionally numb. You walking around and you just numb to life. You numb to your circumstance. You numb to your situation. You numb to what's going on with you. You feel obligated. And sometimes you could be in a bad relationship with a person where, you feel like, oh, I got to have sex with this person. You numb. Because you're still in the relationship with them and you just laying there. It ain't no enjoyment. You just doing whatever you're doing. You understand? Because you're emotionally numb because you're soulless in the relationship. And when it comes to your pastor and your leader, first of all, you don't even need to be having no spiritual. There should be no kind of sexual relationship between you and your pastor in the first place. Let me just say that. Y'all need to get away from that, because that ain't right. If your pastor talking about he coming over to your house late in the midnight hour talking about he want to pray with you, it's foolishness. Don't be a dummy. And y'all know what's going on. And we're not children. Y'all are fully aware of what's going on. And you know what the manipulation and the manipulative tactics that are being used in order for these people to keep doing what it is that they're doing. I'm just saying. So don't be fooled, and don't try to play that game, and don't try to run that game on me, because you know what these folks are doing. And we're all adults here. We're not stupid. And so y'all need to take a look at that. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. What did somebody say here? Y'all know I don't be reading these comments. Yeah, I agree. They ate the wolf tickets. It's a sad deal. It's a sad deal to me. It really, really is a sad deal. And I want you guys to get out of this mindset. I need y'all to move on. I need for y'all to understand that this is manipulation. And this manipulation is constantly going to be there. You know, it's going to be there. And I'll go back and take a look at it, Miss Erica. I appreciate you sharing that information. I'm going to go back and look at it. Now, I told y'all at the beginning of this video that these people be stealing my content. I got 3 new stories that I need to tell that are not public yet. Can y'all support my channel so that I can go live on Saturday and tell these stories and get these stories out? Let me show, because you know I like to show y'all what support. If y'all can get me up to about $100 and so tonight, I would appreciate it. I probably need about 3 or 4 of y'all to send $25. Let me see where we at. I'll tell y'all because I'm transparent. I'm real transparent over here. All right, where we at? Can y'all see that? I got $28 in this Cash App. Can I get 3 of y'all to send me $25 real quick? I would really appreciate it. Send me $25. I got $28 on the Cash App. If I can get 3 of y'all who can send $25, I would really appreciate it. That'll put me at $100 for the day, and that'll make it easy so I can go on and do what I need to do on Saturday. Otherwise, I can't take the day and stop what I'm doing to do the live. So do that, please. I would appreciate it. To Larry canceled my Patreon because I wouldn't give. What? He canceled your Patreon. Oh, goodness gracious. That's just crazy. That's just crazy. I want all of you that are giving in that Patreon, that you have stopped giving and he keep trying to hit up your bank account. I'm gonna tell y'all in a couple of weeks what I want y'all to do. I'm gonna give y'all some information, and I'm gonna tell y'all what y'all need to do, because I'll be getting people hitting me up talking about he's still trying to take money out of their bank account, and every couple of months he'll switch them over to a new. He'll like put all the old numbers back. I know what you're doing, Larry. So, and I'm just gonna warn you now to stop what you're doing, because I'm paying very close attention to what you're doing, and these people are sending me the information, and I'm gonna help them. I'm gonna help them take real good care of you. So you better stop doing what you're doing. Yeah, that's for real. The young lady asked Prophet Lovy church for some help because she was homeless. They turned her away. Of course they did. They don't care nothing about nobody being no homeless. I keep trying to tell everybody, the church is the only place where you can give all your money. And the next thing you know, when you need help, they tell you to fill out a couple of sheets of paper and tell them all your financial business just for some help. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. I appreciate y'all. Go ahead and support the channel. I'm not gonna call your name, but you know who you are. Thank y'all for supporting. Keep supporting the channel. I just need 2 more of y'all. Can I get 2 more of y'all to send $25 tonight? We up to $53. I appreciate it. Go ahead and do that if you guys can. They're already supporting. I thank you guys and appreciate your support, because that way I can get to do what I need to do on Saturday. I want to take my time on Saturday to do what I need to do. Thank y'all so much. Yeah, that young lady asked Prophet. Yeah, I know it's crazy. What did I just do? Was that coming up on my screen? Oh, okay. You know, and I got 12 million comments to go through. Honestly, going through all of these comments is like the funniest thing, because I typically go through the comments when I'm like out and about. Sometimes I'd be in the store and I'm in the grocery line and I'm reading your comments and I'm responding to your comments, because I have so many to go through. So it's a lot. So if I haven't responded to your comment, if you left me a comment on the video, trust me, I'm gonna get to the to the deal. I promise I will. Hopefully somebody, she said a small gave her resources to help. Of course, because the small churches understand. They real. These other folks ain't about saving no souls and helping nobody. That's just the bottom line. And for those of you that'll come by this video, please understand the Cash App information is down below this video. You can support the channel however you choose to do so, and I would really appreciate it. And again, Larry, let me just, before I forget and get off of here, let me stop sharing my screen here. Let me do this before I forget. And for those of you that missed it last week, Larry, I have given you officially the Gold Glory Hole Ball Sack Award because you suck balls. And you getting the Golden Ball Sack Award. And so that's you. And I want to make sure you understand that. And I have another award I'm gonna be giving you soon. I just was, too busy and couldn't put it up today because I got a million other things I'm trying to do. So Larry gets the Golden Ball Sack Award. That's just the bottom line, because you suck balls, nigga. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You suck balls. So I give you the Golden Ball Sack Award. You said how much you enjoy the smell of a man's scrotum. So there you go, brother. But you get the Golden Ball Sack Award. All righty. It's the truth, Miss Erica. I'm just saying it's the absolute truth. Somebody said, when is your enthronement, Gerald? The enthronement service is when Daryl and I can get free and folks can support the channel. I'm for real. Y'all think I'm just saying that? I really am. I'm trying to get free to do this stuff, but I'm busy and I'm working a lot. Like when I get off of this live right now, I got work to go do. I'll probably be up working until like 2-3 o'clock in the morning, and that's no lie. So support the channel. That's all I'm saying. He deserves the Golden Ball Sack Award. We're up to $63, you guys. So let me get 2 more y'all to send $25, please, real quick. I think somebody just did. No, that's Kamala Harris texting me. Lord have mercy. I'm so tired of this political stuff. Oh God, I'm so tired. I done gave you some money, and they talking about they got an $800 800% match tonight. I don't know. This political thing be getting on my nerves. When it was the 100,000 black men given, I gave to Kamala, which is something I don't normally do to any of these politicians. I don't give none of these politicians, but this year I did, because y'all are playing with the devil, and y'all don't realize when you keep playing with the devil, you're gonna get the reward that you keep seeking. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not gonna call y'all names because some of y'all say y'all don't never like it when I call y'all names, so I ain't gonna call nobody name. But I appreciate y'all supporting the channel. I really do. Thank y'all so very much. I would drop the link, but I don't know if anybody has anything to say. When is your Gerald? You in this enthronement? Who is her? She says small storefront church. Love and happiness. I don't know what you're talking about. Who is her? Let me see. Anything else? Anybody got anything else? I would drop the link in case anybody wants to come up. Should I drop the link? I know y'all be scared. I'll drop the link for y'all in case before we leave here, in case anybody has anything to say. Because y'all know I ain't scared. Oh, don't give her no more money. You talking about Kamala Harris. Oh, okay. Because I was like, who is her? I done said and can't even remember who I'm talking about. Carmel. She called her Carmel. Y'all make me sick, Carmel Harris. Look, I got a cousin that looks exactly like her. I ain't lying. A skin complexion, everything. My best friend is actually her mother is black, her father's white. She kind of has the same skin complexion. I love my friends. But the link is there in case you want to say anything, you want to come up and join me. I'll give you guys a couple of minutes before we get out of here. And I thank y'all for the $63 worth of support y'all gave tonight. That'll help me. Maybe I don't have to work as many hours, but I do appreciate it. Because I do have to work. So that's a part of the deal. I don't mind working. I'm a hard worker. I got 19,000 jobs. Uncle Fred keeps trying to get me to play the lottery. I'm like, or what is not the lottery? What did Uncle Fred scratch also the scratcher thingies? I don't do that. I lose. I don't never win no money on them things. I go out and spend $20 on them scratches. Next thing you know, I'll probably be owing the convenience store. I go buy $20 worth of scratchers. I'm going to owe them before it's all said and done. I'm just saying. I'm going to owe them people. Be like, nah, I ain't doing that. I appreciate you guys tonight. Make sure if you're watching this video, that you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure if you steal my content, that you give me a shout out and you put something down in the comment section to let people know where you got it, or I'm gonna start hitting y'all with some copyright strikes. And I ain't lying, because I'm just saying, stop stealing my stuff. Stop stealing my stuff. I don't go to nobody else's channel, and I don't be taking y'all stuff and clipping y'all videos and putting them up on my channel. I don't do that. So don't do that to me, because it's just not right. I work hard over here, and that's the bottom line. I do. Thank you, Uncle Fred. I really do appreciate your support. And thank you to all the moderators. Shout out all the phenomenal moderators. I really do appreciate y'all. I really, really do. Because y'all have been helping me, and I really do appreciate it. All right, y'all. So make sure y'all like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys on the very next episode.
We are Mad Church Disease, helping you understand that Jesus plus nothing is everything. This is a show for everyone, believers and non-believers, from churched to the unchurched. Help us grow the channel by supporting our non-profit causes and create more consistent content. Donate by Cash App or PayPal, or buy us a coffee at buymeacoffee.com.